God.
Sorry.
That's how it starts. And action. Okay, so previously on Lost. Where we were last is that. Sorry, Lauren.
Sorry, you do that every session.
Previously on Lost.
We should just do a montage of Alex going previously on Lost each session. Here you go.
Does everyone even know where that's from, by the way?
Is it Lost?
Yeah, Lost.
Yeah. Good shout. So basically, what happened last was in Lazarus. We'll start from there because that was the furthest away. What happened was that Reiner and Miranda jumped from the cabbage patch roof onto the nearby roofs to try and intercept Richard Lionbeard, who Dravik had just water bubbled up. It's an absolute clusterfuck there. Like, this is the huge town centre is just full of soldiers. All the side streets and alleyways, fighting is just happening. This battle is all this coup d'etat is all being brewed for this exact moment, where just bloodshed is everywhere. Sorry, pardon me. There's not even room for the dead to be moved aside. They're just being trodden on by the living, and some wounded go down. It's almost like football riots after a game, and it's just as far as the eyes can see, you can just see heads and swords and shields bashing and slashing and smashing into one another. The streets are running red with blood, and on the rooftops, crossbowmen and archers are having a bit of a firefight, almost like a guerrilla warfare in the streets kind of thing. And Miranda and Reiner have just jumped onto a set of roofs going down a narrow street, where there are a couple of Ducky's crossbowmen separating them and Richard's Lionbeard, who is currently encased in water. Dravik was pushed aside by someone, and that person ripped off their cloak to reveal themselves as an absolute stacked boy, with gun gutters and everything. We're talking one chiseled, almost behemoth, shaved head, shiny, rotten teeth, and he is, of course, Ducky, everyone's favourite. Meanwhile, on the other side of the town square, Lulan is hacking and slashing her way through with Phil. I believe Lil lost his arm and was shoved aside in the explosion. Lulan is fighting with Lil and the commander, whose name I've forgotten again.
We just can never remember that guy. He's so... Let's give him a new name.
Considering you guys fought forever to make sure he's protected.
He's just so forgettable. Was he their captain?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember his name. We've done this with him specifically loads.
3 or 4 times. Let's call him David. I can't bother to find his name.
David.
Anyway, across the continent, on the other side of Midland, is Angel, who is currently in Midgard within the Fortress of the Silver Tree, where the Knights of the Silver Tree's base is, as well as the Robin Tower. And Angel has arrived. King Henry is in negotiations with King Victor Trost of Midland, and Angel is on his way to visit his mentor in the lightning arts, Lightning McQueen himself. In Northgard, meanwhile, what I can only describe as absolute fuckery and tomfoolery, the party of dwarves and elves arrived. They had a beautiful, touching moment where they looked over the marshlands that lead to Marquette. We bored Tom. We bored him to the point he's left. He's leaving, folks. That's it. We tried. Anyway, so Freya and Voltrim visited a inn out across a gallows in the poorer district of town, where they met Gwyn. Is it Gwyn?
Gwen. Well, it's Gwenma, but Gwen.
Gwen. When they met Gwen, a little half dwarf who had just inherited the inn.
And they went to bed, and that was it.
And then they didn't do anything else.
In Voltrim's attempt to alert their party to a potential inn party, he decided to destroy public property, where he was then arrested by the guards.
He just wanted to make a small bang.
I still don't know why.
Yes, none of us
did.
He could have walked like 30 minutes up the road.
I had a rhinoism.
And so we will
chaos.
We will continue from Voltram's perspective first.
God.
Nah, go south.
No,
it's fine.
no, I'm excited. I want to start with some bands. Great.
Did I just say fucking rhinoism?
Little shit.
A stone cell where 2 guards are waiting outside is opened with a rusty hinge. Of course, Voltram has a bag over his head and is unaware of what's going on. With a oomph, he's thrown into the cell and feels the cold stone floor reaching out to him with his hands behind his back. There's a heavy clunk and something's fitted around his neck. Immediately, his armor is disabled, and no longer can Voltram hear the bear spirit trapped within his armor. In fact, all strength seems to almost leave his body as he's reduced to being a normal dwarf and pinned to the floor. A rusty cell shuts, a key clinks, and a series of mutterings is heard through the leather bag. Of course, Voltram can't quite understand what's happening. However, there's the occasional boom, ruffling, pulling of things. He hears an axe dropped on the floor. The axe is then picked up and laid on a wooden table. Hammer is laid on a wooden table. A metal fud, and a helmet is laid upon a table.
Like just squirm like a caterpillar across the floor.
Squirming does nothing. Suddenly, the room is well lit to the point where even the bag is so bright that you have to wince your eyes. The light goes out, and the firestones are closed.
Not a bucket. Anything but a bucket.
Another fud. The rustling.
Squirming.
No, I know what this is.
Yeah.
A bag is opened.
Don't worry, it's safe for me, guys. Give it to me. I'll hold it.
A scrape along wood and leather. A fud.
The bag's
Like, what can I do?
It switches us to Angel's perspective.
Isn't the book like bound?
Suddenly, Freya's brought into the cell. Sit down, elf girl, as Freya sits across the room. It's quite a vast room, so you don't see like the 2 bald, lurching guards like muttering and looking over Voltram's equipment. All you can see is the helmet on the side table and his weapons laid out.
Not to interrupt, Alex, but I have to interrupt. Do the earrings still work?
The
mobile stones.
Yours doesn't, because you've been shackled.
I have a question about them real quick. Sorry to cut in.
Yeah.
Do we communicate through them verbally or through our mind?
It's both. No, it's verbally, I think.
It's verbally, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have a question about the earrings. Is it like only depends on how far they are? So if
they're
like
unlimited.
They're unlimited, so we can
so,
talk.
so
Unlimited.
technically,
I didn't know that.
I thought they were.
No, limited rate.
No.
It's like a mile.
yeah, because I could just be like to Angel, "Oi, you fucking fucked up. Get it now."
How's Leaf treating you, huh?
You're like the Queen's like, who are you talking to? You're like,
So no, it's limited then.
yeah, we'll say it's like city-based. So
Yeah, it's a mile. Let's say a mile radius.
Okay, so yeah, the only person I would be able to is Voltram, but obviously, okay, cool. Right, come on.
sit
continue.
down, girl. The captain of the guard lets you take a wooden seat in front of him. You're just bound by simple shackles, not the Templar shackle. Now,
Okay.
discuss
So
When-
Rose just
when
like looking around.
when you're in like the waiting room hallway outside.
Mhm.
A little old guard lady shuffles by. I'll get you anything, Gwen.
A cup of tea would be lovely.
Oh, I'll be right with you, darling. What are you in for
Right,
now?
sorry. Quinn.
Oh, just
So wait. Quinn's in a waiting room. Is it Quinn or Gwen? Gwen's in a waiting room. Freya's just sat shackled onto a wooden chair, and Botch was shoved in a cell with a bag on his head.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
has Chess got any character? Did I miss this?
Yeah. It's a little half-dwarf barmaid
It's in the.
who's somehow been dragged into this. She's yet to find out why she's even here.
yeah.
I'll be right back. Gwen. We got a lovely stone cake brewed from the bakery this morning. You know,
That'd be lovely.
Margaret. She's back in now. She's back in now.
Oh, did she have the baby?
Oh, she did. Yeah, twins. I mean, I'm not surprised the size of her. Apparently, one was born with teeth. Amazing, isn't it?
Ooh.
She walks off. Stranger things have happened, she said as she walks away. Meanwhile, back at Freya's investigation. Now, tell me your name.
My name.
You've taken far too long. Don't bother giving me a fake name. I'm going to immediately know it's fake. What is your real name?
My name's Freya.
Yes, that does seem more like it. Has anyone ever told you you're an awful liar, Freya?
No.
Shall I tell you why I know you're a liar? He rummages through some drawers and pulls out a book, and on it, the side of it is written Angel Fernandez. And he goes scrolls to one page, pulls out, this is Angel last time we saw him. And it's like a hand-drawn picture of Angel, like, running with like a bag and coins dropping out of it. The one that this describes Angel is over 6 foot. The man in the cell is a dwarf. Now, kindly tell me who you are, who he is, what your party is doing within our town, and why you destroyed public property. I shan't believe it was to summon a party. None of you are drunk, that I can tell.
Okay, I'll just tell the truth since I'm clearly the worst liar.
Yes, you are.
My name is Freya. I am the daughter of the Lord. We are here with the elves, travelling through.
You're the daughter of Bane Tunridge, our lord. I somewhat doubt that.
That's not Freya's father's name, is it? No.
Why would I know your father's name?
Not that Lord. Lord of the Wood Elves.
Lord of the Elves.
Yes.
And what's his name?
What is his name, Alex? I forgot.
Castian?
Yeah, what's her last name? I swear I wrote this down.
How have you forgotten your name, Charles?
No, this is not part of it.
Have you been inhaling dwarf dust?
This is not part of it. There's
It's
just
all
Right, maybe you should put your second name as part of your name on the side.
yeah. His name's Cass. Yeah. And then
Sorry?
the guy.
Yeah.
What's
See,
his,
the Lord
Alex,
of
what's his actual name?
the Lord of Oscar.
Stop!
is
Wait, what's his
Castian
name?
Elisar.
Yeah, that's it. Freya knew
Yes.
that.
God.
Freya knew
Freya,
that.
you're terrible at lying, and you're worse at telling the truth.
How is that possible?
And the man in the cell is the king of the dwarves.
Right. As far as I'm aware, the Dwarf King has just been crowned.
Yes,
You're
that's
telling
him.
me
That's
his
Rykar.
first. You're telling me that Rykar Hornblower's
Yes.
first duty as king was to ride to Northgard to destroy the gallows in the southern district of town,
No. See,
where 4 men were hung.
This was just a pure accident. I'm not entirely sure what the king was thinking, if I'm brutally honest. But
Right.
it was to get our party, so the other elves, to come with us where we were located at the bar.
Give me 1 second. He holds up his finger. Casper, this little young guard runs in. Yes, sir. There appears to be elves and dwarves within the city. Is this true? Yes, sir. Yes. So, Freya, you were attempting to summon dwarves and elves into my district of town for the purpose of a party. Knowing full well that...
It's more like a gathering rather
No.
than a party. Strategy.
And you're aware the Queen's Legs was closed after the recent incident.
No.
The 4 men that were hung there were soldiers of the Order of the Black Dogs, a mercenary group. They were taken care of by one of the lieutenants within the Silver Tree, I'm told.
Look,
So-
we were just. What's your name? Sorry.
William.
Oh, William. It's really nice to meet you. Freya holds her shackles out to shake his hand.
He just holds a finger and does that. And then he washes his hands.
Look, I think this is a huge misunderstanding over a dwarf and 2 dwarfs and an elf as myself. Just to have a good time after travelling for so long. The king of dwarves, trust me, humbly will apologise and will grant you anything
Hi.
for this.
What are
to
you
be
2
granted.
doing over there? Sir? One of the guards turns around. The book's talking.
Don't touch.
What?
Don't touch that book.
What do you mean the
Don't-
book is talking to you? Why shouldn't they touch it?
Bad things will happen if you touch that book. Worse. No, William. Honestly, do not open the book. I did it once and it just pure chaos.
He slowly stands up. The book may be magical. Barback, drop it. It's promising me so much. Barback,
Don't.
seize your brother now. The book opens.
Wait, can Freya wait as the book opens? Because Freya's not chained down onto this chair. Because she just jump over before it opens.
It's across the room, so Freya begins
Well,
running
yeah,
in slow motion as she's sprinting. The barback, the guard, opens the book. Vulture's on the floor going... And the captain's really confused what's happening and goes to pull one of his pistols out. And he's just slowly drawing it on Freya, who he thinks is running as she's sprinting across.
Can Freya scream and close
His hand
the book?
emerges from the book. And as
Freya's
Barback's trying
screaming,
to
"Close
reach for his
the
sword. As she's running.
Close the book!
A faceless creature begins to emerge from it. One hand, a second arm. 6 arms emerge and begin pulling almost at the reality around the room as smoke floods out of it.
Am I there? Can I close the book? Can someone close the book?
Ooh. An arrow flies in through the room, slapping Farback in the hand to the point where he slams the book shut. Leaf jumps through one of the windows. The guard's doors explode open as 4 elves with swords and longbows run through, pointing them at everyone. The captain's William is pointing his gun. Barback, the second guard, has got a spear to his brother's throat, and Farback's like, oh, scared at where the arrows come through. In the name of Lord Castian Elisar, you are to release his daughter and the Dwarven King. Suddenly 4 more dwarfs burst in. Dundorian Winters and 3 of his long beard axes. Where's the king? As they run in. I am most apologetic. We were just discovering who he was as he sheaves his pistol. Men, lower your weapons. They drop their spears, and one drops his spear on the other's foot, and he's like, ah, as he limps away. Lee slams the book closed completely and rebinds it and shoves it in a bag. The elves run over and start cutting away at your bindings, Freya.
Yeah, can Freya just slowly melt into the ground? She's has a miniature heart attack, but then it's a sign of relief within 2 seconds, so she's a bit
Dundorian Winters. Where is our king?
If Freya just really faintly just go.
The Cat William runs over and opens it. Your Grace, I must apologise. I was only doing my job. You hear this as the shackles around your neck come undone and the armour goes back to life. And suddenly you can move again.
Give Freya, is the shackles the one that Voltron just had? The one that stops the power?
Yeah, Templar shackles, yeah.
Can Freya go get that?
William's get away. What are you doing?
She's
You're now in the cell as well.
Yeah, can Freya
You're stepping on Voltrim.
Yeah, can Freya snatch it off him and then just growl at him
What the?
So I told you I wasn't lying.
The
The second time.
We have a limited supply of these, but fine, I guess in the light of the events. Vulture, your bag is ripped off your head and you're put back on your feet by Barbeck and Farbeck.
Probably like scramble up against the wall. Just like, book okay? Book okay?
Leaf hands it to you.
Okay.
Leaf hands it to you in the bag. Riker, you must be wary of this
I've
magic.
really messed up there.
And then Fro's just gonna like slowly just turn to Vulture and be like this. No shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask what's in the book. Just please leave the southern part of town. The elves lower their bows as like Leaf's gesturing them. Yeah, Commander William. I apologize for the entrance, but there was limited amount of time. The book must stay in the possession of the chosen of, the champions of Ansia. Very well. All of His Grace's equipment is adjourned to that table there. I will leave. Far back! Alright, get out. He pushes them out. Get the dwarf girl in here. Your shackles are undone, Gwen.
I think she should come with us.
Hello.
If she'd like to. If she'd like to.
Just holding some cake and a tea. Hello. This is a lot of people.
When was the last time you had dwarven vodka?
I would say never.
Thunder and Winter slaps you on the back. We're gonna change that.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Oh dear. Okay.
And then I think as we leave, Vulture will just turn to Winters and say, keep an eye on her.
Of course, Your Grace. We have a suitable table for you at the Lockjaw. It's at the center of town. It's the largest inn.
Better than the Queen's legs, that's for sure.
It's the Queen's head, everyone. Head, not legs.
What time did the Queen's legs open?
I think you should change it to the Queen's legs.
that
Yeah,
joke is as old as time.
Meanwhile, as they entered their inn, Angel.
Yes.
God, that was stressful.
That was really fucking
Yeah,
stressful.
As me and Adam take a breather now.
I'm gonna go make a cup of tea.
Yeah, you should.
A hut is before you, Angel. It's a quite hastily made one, and there's poorly watered flowers surrounding it, and a couple of broken plant pots.
This looks like the place.
As you enter, Lightning McQueen is polishing his great sword by a nice warm fire pit.
Did you just say Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, it's his name.
He's a remarkable sensei. You've heard of him and his skills.
Let me guess. Angel Fernandez.
Lightning McQueen. Nobody quicker.
You see, when you lose your sight, your other senses are heightened. Dad and I heard the entrance you made, as well as Tink telling me you were on your way. But you can never be too prepared.
Those were your hearing senses, sensei.
Yes. What can I do you for, Lightning McQueen?
Well, you're Lightning McQueen.
Of course. That's right.
Did I
I've
pass
been at the
first
Dwarven
test?
Stouts. You truly are my pupil.
You taught me how to perceive, and I'll be forever grateful.
How is the lightning soothing you? Still wielding it with an almighty wrath and fury?
Sometimes it can be quite shocking.
Yes.
But I come to you today, Lightning McQueen. Firstly, also because Tink told me you wanted to see me. That guy seems to be really kind of like our man in the middle here. But
Yes.
there was something else. I've been trying to work on a new power, if you will, a new utilization of my shocking abilities.
Of course.
I was hoping you would be able to teach me.
Well, I have a couple of things in mind. First of all, pass me your Tanto.
I do.
The spirit has grown fond of you. It knows your name. And so, I believe, deep down, you may be able to wield a deeper power within it. He throws it against the wall, and it goes, appears, and then like arrives next to you, like going as you pull it out. Understand, Angel Fernandez. With lightning is speed and transportation. Whenever you teleport or blink, what you're actually doing is using the lightning spirit to dematerialize and break down every atom of your body to be rebuilt in an instant in a new area.
Oh my god.
A highly dangerous and powerful technique. Do you recall the first few times you did it, you felt nauseated?
I did fly through a window and land in a woman's bath.
Yes, we've all done that by accident. But of course, mine's a great sword, so the woman rarely survives. As he moves it to the side, this hunking, massive piece of iron.
That's a very
Now-
dark joke for you, Sensei.
Well, I've been drinking with Tink on a daily basis. Has he told you that Tomaway's men have taken his favourite fishing spot?
Everyone keeps telling me that, yes. I wasn't quite realise he was so fond of fishing.
I caught a giant carp there not too long ago myself, and he was very upset about it. It beat his record by 2 pounds.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad you got a new hobby.
Anyway, when you dematerialize, in actual fact, you can bring someone with you.
Oh.
Perhaps the power in there is just room for one more, and your distance will be shorter. But grab hold of my hand and try it with me. I'm less likely to die from this due to the fact that I'm also a lightning mage.
Alright.
He holds your hand. He kind of reaches out for it and accidentally grabs your crotch. Oh, my apologies.
Is his hand sweaty or is it alright?
It's fine. It's fine.
Should we not go outside?
Yes,
I'll walk
please.
outside with him holding his hand.
As a blind man, it's hard to tell when you're inside.
Of course. I'll take him outside. By the way, have you ever heard of another blind man named Leaf, like from a tree?
The Wood Elf?
Yes.
Yes, famous marksman and a hunter.
What do you think of him?
As far as I'm aware, he's a very nice person, stalwart and alert and hardworking.
Bit of a narc, right?
Well, I've never seen dwarf dust myself. But, anyway.
God, you gave me a heart attack. I thought you'd been stabbed. You just have indigestion.
Yes, sorry.
Oh, this is why you're such a good shocking teacher. Always on my toes. Okay, I'll take him outside, and I guess you throw the sword and teleport.
Your Tanto, yes.
All right, I'm gonna.
But first, your katana, your new weapon designed purely for you. Unsheath it for me.
All right.
The lightning spirit in this dwells. You must feed it more and nurture it. It seeks battle.
You're saying
But-
you use other parts of my utility kit.
I know. Shocking, isn't it?
Oh, it's giving me shivers right now.
Dig the blade into the ground.
Okay. Shing.
Very good. Now throw your Tanto, whilst holding onto me, and initiate your teleportation.
All right. I'll throw it towards like some open farmland or something like that.
Yeah,
Hopefully no one's there.
it lands. It lands just next to the wall.
All right. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Uno, dos,
Let's go.
tres, and then I'm gonna.
It's like crackling noise, almost like a storm. And for a split second, although it seems like a couple of minutes, you and Lightning McQueen are like transported through a tunnel, and you arrive snapped next to each other. Although Lightning McQueen kind of stumbles and catches his feet. Wow, it seems to work. Thank God, that was a complete guess that would work.
I feel like we just went through something together there. The whole dematerializing thing, and
Excellent,
What was
it goes
me,
to
what
hide-
was you?
High five is facing the complete opposite way.
I'll try and deceive him with a.
You've done well. Excellent star pupil. Withdraw your Tanto, and now call us back to your katana.
Oh. All right. So I guess I'm gonna try and teleport us back to the katana.
You now go backwards back towards it and land outside his house.
Oh,
Excellent. You catch on fast.
I'm a natural.
Of course, you knew already that you could teleport back to your katana. You just can't throw it, obviously, because it's a heavy sword.
Naturally.
Yes, of course. Right. What other spell would you like to learn?
Well, I don't know if you know, but it's been a long time since I've seen my girlfriend, and I haven't had
Lady Clara.
Yes, and
Well, I'm sure you don't need a spell for that, Angel. I've heard many things.
It's just been a long time. As a man who's loved many,
Of course.
finding privacy in these chaotic times. Oh, the stress that's built and it builds, and I've been feeling. That stress in my loins, and I just get this urge to explode out of it, and I don't know. I just have a feeling that with some practice, maybe.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh?
He goes to kiss you.
I'll just take a step to the left and pretend, wow, it's a shame you can't see this.
Just a jest. Just a jest.
What? I didn't... So
just a jest. It was just a jest. Done in jest. Done in jest.
Now, when I see, that was...
Yes. No.
Thanks for teaching me.
No, well... no, there is one more move I can show you.
Oh.
Follow me. He leads you to one of the broken down towers.
Can I
as
perception
you climb
check
atop
whether it looks like he's leading me where he actually wants me to go?
Where's your perception?
It is... I thought I leveled that up, I guess not. 5.
It is. He knows the way quite well.
Okay.
He's been here for many months now as he comes up to the top of the tower. Ah, that sea air. Do you smell it? And you look before you and there's the ocean as far as the eye can see. Like this nice cold breeze is hitting you in the face. The sound of gulls filling your ears.
Very nice.
I've always enjoyed the sea air. So crisp and clean. You know, one day I may sail before I get too old. I've always wanted to feel the desert sands of Ashcan beneath my feet. Or taste the sweet grass of the Jade Sea. So many beautiful lands left to explore, and as a blind man, whilst your sight is gone, your taste and smell is increased tenfold, and the cuisine's there. Even Tomaway's sweet cake has proved to be a blessing in these dark times.
Tell me a little bit about Tomaway.
Of course.
I don't know too much about her. I know she shoots a bow and arrow.
Of course, yes.
And that's pretty much most of the interaction I've had with her. I think I met her in an inn once.
Well, that and she helped forge your sword when you were last here.
Yes, I think I just picked that up and left straight away.
Yes. Yes, it was quite rude. I remember it. You didn't even say goodbye to me either. But no, needs must. You had to ride after that pesky elf that ambushed you on the road.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Tink is looking for him as well. He's put out contacts to find him. It appears that a piece of this kiln or brazier that has been brought back by the Silver Tree is missing. It seems to be that Neose, this elf, has it.
Is that his staff?
Tink believes... Pardon?
What does that look like, the brazier?
Well, we can ask Tink. It's just sitting in the bottom of the Tower of the Robins.
I thought you said it was stolen.
No. Well, they brought it back from Lake Town. A piece is missing.
Right.
But Tink seems to believe that once it's whole and placed outside of that amphitheater, that some passageway will open up. But who knows? I think the dwarf just needs a hobby now that his fishing's been taken.
Alright, I gave him like 5 tasks, but you were mentioning a new power. Maybe something to do with
of course. Now, move your hands like I do.
Are you sure?
Yes, quite certain. Are you doing it? I can't see.
Can I deception check? Yeah.
You're not doing it. Now feel Inhale.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Get that.
Pretend to be a blind man.
God, it's
Inhale.
terrifying. I might have to make less joke support. I'm gonna peek and just see what he's doing, just so I can copy.
He's still just doing like almost like a yoga in front of you.
Okay.
Breathe in. You feel the crackling over your skin, and suddenly you feel this like. It's almost like your spiders are crawling all over you, and yet you feel calm. The spirit of the lightning element lives within you. Each one of us has our own. Fire mages have a different part of fire. Wind, all elements exist. Think of them as little living creatures that give you your powers. Sometimes they nestle in weapons, and I've been told sometimes they nestle in armors. I believe your Voltrum has one, for example. Now understand this. When you activate it and use its magic, the reason why you begin to feel this exhaustion on your body is because, in turn, you're feeding it your own... Well,
Chakra.
similar to Chakra, yes. Similar to when a mother feeds a child within her womb. Your womb carries a lightning elemental. Now, feel its power channeling through you. Almost like there's a well deep inside of you and you're pulling up the bucket. Pull now. Pull.
I'm pulling.
And as you breathe in, this like storm of lightning fills you and you just fire outwards across like the ocean. Yeah. This guy happens across the sea and like a bunch of people at the dock are like, what the fuck? And you almost look like the Emperor going, yeah.
Oh my god. Unlimited power.
But you feel like this wave of exhaustion hit you and you're like, oh my god, and you had to stop quite quickly.
Oh god, this is a very familiar feeling.
Yes. It's almost like ejaculation, isn't it?
Please, Lightning, we gotta talk about just not making it so obvious, but you've always been a straight shooter, and I guess so am I now.
Yes, you are. Now listen closely, Angel. Your passive,
Yes.
your unique ability
I actually think I'm quite aggressive in battle. But I appreciate
is when you do this, you will mark people. When they are marked, you can channel your teleportation to them freely
Interesting.
without it costing an action point.
What are you talking about?
He like scurries away.
Oh, little rascal.
No. Anyway, so no, he's just like, you've done well, pupil. I'm ever proud of you as he pats you on the shoulder.
Oh,
Now,
no.
Tumaway is down on the docks. I can see her. And you look down, and there's this. We can't see her. Sorry. Tumaway might be on the docks. As you look down, you see this really unique ship. It's somewhere between like a Chinese warship and a Viking longboat. So it's long and thin, but it has a double deck like back part with a sail that's currently down and two sails on the side that have been tucked in, almost like the wings of a bug. I hope to sail one day with Tumway. I've heard her ship is the fastest in Midland right
But
now.
we're gonna head out. Why don't you come with?
No, not yet. I haven't got my sea legs yet. Besides, from what Tink says, where you're going could be extremely dangerous, and I can offer no support in the ocean. I can't even swim. But do visit and say goodbye before you leave, as he starts tinkering down the stairs.
I'm a very lucky man to have such a great teacher. Did you hear that?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Good. Oh, I love Lightning McQueen. It's been so long.
Angel, what is it you'd like to do now?
I guess I'll have a rest because that took it out of me.
Okay, cool. Good shout. Meanwhile, in Lazarus,
I am still here. I'm just going to run downstairs into my room.
Lulan, you're like stabbing, slicing, and cutting your way through. A man runs at you with a spear point presented to you. He goes to jab at you.
Dip. I want to dip under.
The blade slowly slices along your cheek, but you manage to dodge. he's still going. He kind of loses his footing slightly.
Can I kick him up? Like, kick underneath him with both my legs to flip him over me?
Do you frog kick him? He lands on his back, and before you even have a chance to stab him, someone's foot just crushes his lower jaw as this weighted knight is fighting, sword and shield locking with someone else. Phil runs towards you. Lulan! Linemouth is and like someone smashes him into a window and they start grappling to the ground. It's just stabbing at one another.
I want to go at the guy that's trying to tackle the guy that was trying to talk to me.
Yeah, so Phil's being strangled like by these metal gauntlets. This knight is on top of him, trying to push his head into the bloody streets.
Can I use both my daggers to like sort of just slice him, like go through the neck of the guy on top of the nice guy?
His armor blocks both slices.
Well then can
he
I just
stands up,
kick him?
grabs you, and just headbutts you with this metal helmet. You take 1 wound.
Great.
He goes to fumble at his longsword in his hip when he gets stabbed through his foot by Phil. He steps backwards, releasing the blade, but because he stepped backwards, the longsword just slices over your head.
Can I try and stab underneath his armpit?
Yeah, excellent choice. You duck down as the longsword comes down, you just stab up straight through his armpit and into his lung. He lets out this horrible like noise as he stumbles backwards, his lungs filling with blood as he lies down on the street.
Lovely.
Lola!
Now can
Phil's like climbing there, like through the crowd as it's like fighting and clearing and pushing. You see this water bubble and Linemouth trying to swim out of it.
I'm gonna head towards that. Very stealthy. Well, not stealthily, I'm just gonna head.
Yeah, as you're running, there's like people getting in your way every so often. You kind of don't know who friend or foe is. And you look up, and on the rooftop you see Miranda and Reiner having like a range battle with these 6 crossbowmen. They're behind 2 chimneys, constantly firing, but they look pinned down.
I'm just gonna say, hi Reiner. Fancy seeing you here.
On the stone?
Off the finger.
on the stone? Because there's no way he'll hear you.
Yeah.
You just talk. Okay.
Yeah, the stone.
Reiner, and your earring rings, and you hear the voice of Lulan echoing through that sentence.
Can I just like hold a finger up behind the cover?
A crossbow bolt just narrowly misses your finger. Reiner like pulls you down as a bolt flies over your head. Hold on, I'm about to Reiner now.
Do you need help, Reiner?
Is it my go now? After just ignoring her chest.
All these bolts, there's 6 crossbowmen in front of you on the rooftop firing at you.
Can I use my ethereal bow?
No, it's on cooldown.
Fuck! Can I use triple shot?
No, that's also on cooldown. And so is Windwall. Miranda stands up and looses 2 arrows and it hits one of the crossbowmen who slides off the roof. An arrow whizzes past her, it hits the chimney in front of her.
Right, let me just get my thing up quicker.
What is your plan?
Can I just shoot them? 3 shots?
Yeah.
3 different targets.
There you go. let's not forget basic attacks exist.
Oh, yeah.
What is your dex?
13?
Oh, okay. You go, an arrow misses you. You draw again. You hit one guy, he rolls off the roof. You hit another in the neck, and he just dies on the roof. His blood dripping down. You hit a third in the like shin, and he just trips, rolls backwards, and snaps his spine on the floor below. Only 2 more exist now. They're like cocking their crossbows and trying to reload them, fumbling at them as Miranda jumps forwards, slicing one of their throats with her longsword, and then stabbing the other one through his hand and face as he tries to surrender. She kicks him off. Come on, Reiner, come on!
Obviously, follow.
The 2 of you are running, more bolts. I'm running after that ass.
Go!
Reiner, as you're running now, you see where the voice came from. You see Lula in the thick of the crowd, stabbing and cutting her way through to where a bubble appears to be.
And I give her a little wave and continue with Miranda.
Lulan, you see a Reiner wave as he runs off. What would you like to do, Lulan?
Oh, it's me again. Okay,
Yeah.
right, great. Is it not Dravik?
No. Fast pace. Keep with it. Talk to me.
All right. I'm gonna head forwards, and on the next person I can I use transfusion, please?
Yes. So one of Ducky's men's like basically just smashing in the head of one of Caitlin's men into like the fountain in the middle of town. The fountain's like now full of bodies and blood, and he's just smashing his head repeatedly, like laughing manically as you stride towards him or past him. Hey, elf bitch! He like pulls 2 daggers. I'm gonna fucking cut you as he runs at you.
Great. I'm gonna run at him.
Fun?
That's
You're
what
gonna
Tess wants.
You wanna use transfusion?
Yeah, I'm gonna run at him full speed ahead as well. But I'm going to duck to the left before he hits me and try to swing round and stab him in the back.
I thought you want to use transfusion on him.
Well, yeah, but when I'm stabbing him, like.
Oh, okay. So he kind of goes to counter your stab, but your blade catches him just in his kidney, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" As he drops one of his daggers, he grabs your wrist. The blood suddenly being pulled by your free hand, and it's almost like you can feel his heart beating in your palm as you just suck the blood out of him, and he just goes, like starts to shrivel up, his heart popping as he falls face first on top of you, sliding down your breastplate.
Lovely. I'm gonna kick him off and still head towards the bubble.
Lionmouth is trying to pull himself through, and you see a couple of his knights like yank him out as the bubble pops.
He's got to do a strength check. It stays there for 3 turns unless he can.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. As his knights start to pull him out, they yank him free.
I'm not going to let him do that.
Hold on.
He was quite far away, wasn't he? Actually.
Yeah. Lulan, you're now the closest to him, but you're still separated by a wall of shields.
Great.
As in men, shieldmen, not just a bunch of shields.
Ooh, what can I
There's like 5 of his bodyguards, like keeping people at bay, slicing, stabbing, cutting. Where's the hell's the
Well, I don't want to use that yet because I know someone else is going to come up in a minute. I think so. I'm just going to use triple strike to hit each man in front of me.
Try to use triple. Yeah. So what? 1 strike on 3 people, or 3 strikes on 1?
Yeah. So like a blade, so sort of like spinning, trying to hit each of the men. But obviously
well, there's 5 of them. Remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to hit as many men as possible. It's obviously only 3.
You hit all 3 once. Okay, 1 of them dies. So you like do a spinning slice, and you manage to catch one's throat, and he just so happens to not be wearing a gorget, so he just goes like pulls to the floor as the other men are now pushing you back. Their shields like bashing you every so often.
Can I throw that dead man's the guy I just killed on them? I just want to kind of throw them at him.
What's your strength?
Dead body. My strength is 7.
The body, because of the armor, weighs too much, and you fumble backwards, falling on your back.
Well, great.
One of the longswords comes down at you.
Can I roll?
You can't outroll it, and you take a wound as the blade digs deep into your chest.
Ooh, chest.
Missing important stuff. It's wrench free, and you gain another blood token because of it.
Yeah, lovely.
Meanwhile, come, lizard man. Let's see what you're made of. He like has his gauntlets on and about a toga, and that's it. He like goes and like flexes at you.
I'm just gonna keep a battle.
Too slow! He like flies forwards, smashing you in the chin.
I said I was gonna keep a battle stance, so I'm ready for that. Okay,
you managed to outduck it as he just blows a statue, like a piece of wall from behind you away.
Alright, I'm gonna hack at his wrist. There.
Yeah. What's your blades? The double blade.
I think I would have that out. The double blade. I want to try and slice it, chop his hand off.
He pirouettes around it, grabs your wrist, kicks the blade out of your hand, and it slides across the floor as men just trod on it, and like it disappears from you. Tisk tisk, using steel against me. This is a fist fight.
Tentacle arm him up into the air from the throat.
successfully wraps around him, lifting him in the air. He like slaps his hands together, and like earth armor starts to surround him as the tentacle arm gets heavier and heavier.
I'm just gonna throw him as far as I can.
Like a ball of stone, he just slams straight into a chicken coop, setting chickens free. He dusts himself off as he walks out of it.
Can I?
Interesting.
While he's over there, can I see if the dude's getting out of his bubble?
There's a massive shield wall in front of him. It's kind of hard to tell, but you do see him like dusting himself off and starting to draw his blade as he stabs at some of the people running at him.
How far did I throw him to compared to where they are?
Ducky's a lot closer to you.
Okay, fine.
To his left, you see Lulu on the floor being surrounded.
Is she close?
No, she's closer to Linemouth than she is to you.
Oh man. I guess I don't have a choice. I guess Ducky's in my face, right?
He's running at you now, yeah.
Brilliant. I'll get on my other weapon, and I'm going to try
spear.
it and wait for him to do something. Is there any part of him that doesn't have earth armor?
It's all fallen off him now. He's just I'm
gonna let him.
it.
I think he's gonna punch me, so I'm gonna wait and try and cleave him.
Or the shaft of the spear.
No, with the axe or whatever my other thing is.
Your poleaxe.
Yeah.
Alright, I thought you had a spear, sorry, yeah, poleaxe. So he runs at you, and as you bring it down, he kind of dodges backwards, stepping back now, but out of his fist range because he can't quite reach you. But your poleaxe hits the cobblestone floor, but instead of hearing like a tink of metal on stone, you hear like a squelch and see that you're kind of standing on dead bodies, and the streets are just full of blood. It's an absolute massacre.
I'm gonna just keep at him. Is there anything? Is it?
He's ducking and weaving as you're swinging this poleaxe around. I thought Argonauts were men of honor, fighting me with steel. This is a fist fight, sir, or do you deny me this request?
I'm just gonna try and bite his face off.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Your bite catches him like in the cheek, and you tear a huge chunk of his cheek, exposing his teeth inside his mouth. He like stumbles backwards, slamming his hands on the floor. This earth wall just pops you and hits you in the side, and you go straight through someone's kitchen window. You smash into this house across this table, knocking all these pots and pans off, and a woman screams and like runs into a basement. The husband throwing like cutlery at you.
I'm gonna grab the husband and I'm gonna run and throw him at him.
What's your strength? This man just goes out of his own kitchen window, and Ducky just punches him so hard he like does a backflip and lands on his fence, just getting stabbed through the cheek of his fence.
I'm gonna charge through while that's happening. I'm hoping the blood spewed on him and fucking spear him.
Yeah, you and Ducky jump, but you spear him straight in the chest and slam him straight onto someone's front garden.
I'm gonna try and grab his head and just smash it into the ground.
You're smashing his head repeatedly in the ground, and he manages to grab your wrist, and he bites onto your scaled wrist and lifts you slowly.
Can I bite the back of his head?
As you bite his bald head, you're holding onto him now, latched on your talons, and he just runs forward, holding onto you, slamming you into a wall, through all these fences, just bang, straight into someone's garden, into another garden, into another garden.
Back of the spine and just clench.
He screams as he like bites you again.
I don't know how much health I have.
You've taken two wounds.
It's a disgraceful fight. Okay.
He slams you into like this someone's trough where pigs have been drinking. He slams you in it and starts like punching you as your like legs are sticking out of it somewhat.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Lulan. Sorry, Reiner.
Oh.
Yep.
You're now kind of close. You can see this wall of knights surrounding where the bubble used to be.
The bubble used to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no more crossbowmen focused on you. You and Miranda like kind of pull yourself up on this really steep roof to look over, and you see Lulan on the floor being stabbed at.
I guess I should shoot a siege bow at the guy that's stabbing her.
Lulan, you see this knight holding a two sword going for the kill shot, and suddenly he goes and just disappears. He flies into the wall behind him, impaled, screaming as his arm is like bent and buckled. You get a chance to
hold my
stand
hand
up.
up like yes. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up.
You stand up, and
Whilst
now
giving
you're
a thumbs up.
you're in melee with one of the other guards. You're going to town on him, and he's going to town on you, kind of thing. Right now, what is it you want to do?
I'll stay in Overwatch for next two moves.
Okay, Lulan. So this guardsman, he's a knight. He's spinning this flail mace round.
I want to kind of scream at the other men surrounding me and use terror. I want to scare them if I can.
Okay.
Mostly because I've just been hurt and I'm just really annoyed.
You let out this like banshee scream, and two of the guards kind of like stumble backward into Richard, who turns around. He's like, "What are you doing?" As they drop their weapons and begin to run. The guy with the flail mace, however, is still on you. He's like, peasant, as he swings this mace. You manage to duck it.
I wanted to step back out of range.
Okay, yeah, it knocks out the lamppost next to you.
And then as he like goes with momentum, I want to go in with both my things and just sort of like stab him up. Just go up.
So as his like flail mace sticks into a wooden lamppost, you duck under him and just jab him straight through the chin with your daggers, where his eyes used to be the blade tips pop out, and he just kind of goes limp on you as you wrench them free. He falls face first on the ground, his flail mace wooden handle just dangling in the wind.
Nice. Is there anyone
Tom's expression to that?
Alex, can we see the main knight?
Richard Lionbeard, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even line enough, yeah. Lionbeard,
Right.
yeah.
Can I use a cripple shot on Lionbeard?
Yes, you can. Lionbeard beginning to like fall backwards almost, trying to get to his contingents of knights to another area, and suddenly this arrow goes straight into his heel, and he goes, he's pinned to the floor, trying to pull out this barbed arrow. Lulan?
Can I see where Brian is just shot?
Yeah, there is one person separating you and Richard Lionbeard. One person.
Do the Brian
Who
now.
is this
Slide and
person?
take out their ankles.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I want to slide and take out the ankles.
He's somewhat distracted because of this arrow in his lord, and you slide underneath him, just Achilles tendon ripping through.
Ooh.
He screams at his unguarded unguarded ankles, falling to his knees. He kind of like goes to pull out his dagger and stab you.
I just want to sort of like kick him in the head, put his face right in the mud, and jam.
The weight
right
of his armor, he's drowning in the mud.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm going to leave him there to drown in mud, and I'm going to head towards the guy that Reiner shot.
Lionbeard wrenches the arrow out and turns to you. Pesky dark elf, what is it you want? His long sword held in both hands.
For you to put down your weapons, call ceasefire, and just, generally surrender.
Surrender? You don't even understand, do you?
I think I do.
You think you'd surrender and give our city back to some egomaniac's daughter? I think not.
Well, maniac.
As he does that, can I shoot him with a siege bow?
Lazarus! This huge bolt straight through his neck and into his arm.
Can I go to hit him? I want to go to trying to just stab him in the heart.
Boom! Straight through his heart.
Great.
He falls back.
Nice one, Reiner. I want to say.
You want to use another fear thing and get them to disperse.
Miranda uses some arrows shooting through the other guards.
Can't.
We did it! Lionbeard's dead, but where's the other one? Gravik takes one more wound. What? I just realised I can't drown you. You're a fucking lizard. As he lifts, kicks the trough of water, and you go spilling out into like this muddy pig pen. 3 pigs running around you in fear, squealing.
I think it's basically cooled down, but if not, with the trough of water, I go shoot at him. That's like a rifle.
He slams his hands into the ground, summoning a wall, and your water stream starts cutting through it, and like all this earth is just flying everywhere. I'm like mad. Pigs are even being disrupted by it. But because of his ultimate defense and your ultimate attack, just meet a standstill, and you're both like panting afterwards with neither wound applying to either one of you.
Alright. I'm gonna
Cunning little lizard, aren't you?
take those gauntlets off and face me like a man.
He just rips the gauntlets off. Very well, and you just see his knuckles like have been worn down to the bone.
Alright, I'll throw my weapon to the ground.
Your poleaxe is, miles away, but I guess you pull out a dagger or two and throw them to the ground.
Alright, go sumo. And then I'm gonna.
He starts running at you. You're both kind of slipping in the mud.
I'm gonna wait. I don't want to run. I want to let him run and fucking judo throw him if possible.
Nice. He slips as you just grab him and throw him straight into another garden, through someone's fence, and he slams into someone's washing line, sending like brassieres.
I'm gonna try and run over. I probably won't fall over. I'm a lizard. I can do that lizard run.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over there, and then with the washing line, I want to wrap it around his neck and try and yank it over. Like that.
As you're trying to do that, he puts his hands underneath it and then begins to lift you back as well. So you're like back on back, just like pulling each other. What's your strength again? 9?
No, it's 10.
10. He manages to flip you over.
Oh my god, okay.
However, you land on your feet as he wraps the line. He just punches you straight in the mouth. Oh. You feel one of your fangs come loose and blood swelling in your mouth.
Motherfucker. Did I lose a point or am I alright?
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay, I'll just you tell me when I lose one.
He backhands you into the ground and then kicks you straight through the next fence in someone else's garden.
Is there any civilians around in this garden?
No, but there's a like boarded up house there. There's no more gardens behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up. I gotta fight him man on man.
As you stand up, he spear tackles you through the front door. Jesus. You both land on the staircase, kind of like you both take a wound on it.
Oh god! All right, I'm gonna, because we're on the staircase, grab the banner, rip it off, and smash it into his head.
You smash this banister, and he goes over a kitchen table and like lands in the sink almost, just taking it out, water flying everywhere and spraying. As he starts frisbeeing dishes at you, plates.
Can I flip the kitchen table at him?
He kind of like smashes through this kitchen table, sending splinters everywhere. He just starts punching holes in the wall as you're ducking and weaving.
Alright, I'm gonna go for a double-handed, like, to the chin, almost. Like
you punch him halfway up the stairs, and he just kicks you back down them, and you roll backwards out the front door again.
What have I got?
Both of you panting. He's like pulling bits of wood and glass out.
How does he look? Perception check. How wounded does he look? Does he look like he'd go for days? Is he going alright?
He's panting. His stamina-wise, probably meeting more his end than wound-wise. He's cut up. You're both. There's no like pierced muscle or anything like that. You're not bleeding out, but you're both like bruised, like a couple of black eyes. Like your lizard snout's a bit dented. You're missing some teeth. He bit off a couple of your scales. He's got like horrible scratches across his back. Part of his cheek is missing. His bald head has a bite mark in the crown of it, and all his back's kind of been taloned at. So yeah, he's bleeding, but he's not dying.
I can't back. Is he still up the stairs?
Yeah.
Come down here. Beckon him into the front garden.
You come in here.
Oh, I'm gonna charisma check him with my 5. No. No, you come here.
Funny enough, it doesn't work.
Okay, fair enough.
But he then taunts you. Pussy!
Oh no.
It works.
I have to go. Alright.
He just runs straight through the kitchen door again, jumping over the half-destroyed table and up the stairs.
I'm gonna go for his legs.
Oh, you managed to get, he's so shocked at your like just immediate reaction that he stumbles and you both start sliding down the stairs like in a really tight space.
Okay, in this tight space, I'm gonna strike elbow him in their face.
Nice. You break his nose as he spits blood in your eye.
Oh, okay.
As you're blinded, he then frog kicks you through what's left of the banisters, and you fall from the like
dirt in your eye.
The story onto a sofa, breaking the sofa legs.
Okay.
He then does the people's elbow on you.
No, I gotta roll.
Let's see if you dodge it. You don't. He slams into you, take another wound, and you both collapse through into the basement of this house.
Oh, Jesus.
All the floorboards above you start cracking, crumbling, as this kitchen unit slides to the very end All these plates dropping out and shattering over your back.
I'm gonna start whirlpool ult in the basement.
Oh shit!
I've been saving this. There's so much shit in here. He's gonna get
suddenly, suddenly the kitchen unit gets sucked into this whirlpool, and it starts splashing around. He's like trying to swim towards you, pulling himself across the floor as like this unit hits him every so often.
So he is pulled towards me. I want to just start slicing at him every time he's spinning around.
A toilet seat like wraps around his head as he's like confused and dazed now.
Did you say there was a kitchen, was it a bath or something? What was there?
It was just a sink. The whole unit just starts sliding in.
Can I grab a sink and wait for him and then smash him as they collide?
The china explodes, so the porcelain explodes, and the whirlpool fills with blood as like all his front teeth start coming out.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just... I get a free basic attack. I guess that was it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump into the pool myself with my mouth open and try and meet and just take a bite out of him.
You bite his neck, ripping a huge chunk out. Not mortally wounding him, but wounding him heavily as he tries to kick you off. He manages to finally touch a piece of the wall, and all this earth starts pulling him in through it, and he kind of gets pulled out.
I'm gonna try and move. Apparently, the whirlpool sticks with me, right? So I'm gonna move towards him so he can't pull himself out.
You both just start going through like the underground sewer system, just wrapping around each other. He's pulling you through pipes, holding onto the earth, and suddenly the fountain in the center of town just pops open, and the both of you fly out, like. Flying, you both go, smashing onto someone's roof. You see there's a load of dead bodies there, and you're now about 3 or 4 rooftops away from Miranda and Reiner.
Okay.
I'm guessing they're still on the roof.
You're all on the roof. Well, they're kind of looking over someone's dead body, and you're not entirely sure what's going on. You're like panting. One of your eyes is closed now.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to? Oh.
Oh, yes, you are.
Can I out?
Dravik's between you guys, though. Like you see Dravik's back, and then Ducky.
So is that going to deal damage to Dravik if I out?
Yeah. It's a straight path, isn't it?
Okay.
You need to get Dravik out of the way.
I can't think of a cool way to... Can I run over, wind kick, Dravik?
Oh my god.
And then
It's been a while.
It doesn't have to be cool.
Dravik's standing there like panting, and suddenly Dravik, you feel this kick in your back, and you go sliding forwards through Ducky's leg. All these tiles and bolts straight into a chimney. Yeah, straight into a chimney. You take another wound as like all these bricks collapse over your head. Ducky's there in front of you. Pointy-eared freak. Wait a minute. You're that half-blood I heard about. You want to fight man on man as well, then?
Anime shit. I'll just look down and be like... Ah!
Within a heartbeat, you're behind him, sliding, and you also kind of like just step onto Dravik's back and use him as a surfboard almost. As Dravik goes through more tiles, some of his scales get peeled off because of it. He's really badly grazed, and you like stand there really cool on his back, and you just hear this, and you look, and you've just cut Ducky's left arm completely clean off at the shoulder.
Hey.
He grabs onto it as he goes down to one knee. This huge meaty arm, like an arm of a titan, slowly slides down someone's conservatory window, leaving this trail of blood with the meat and bone.
Around and be like...
Don't you wink at me! As he holds like the stump of his arm. An arrow goes through his neck. Miranda shoots another one, hits him in the shoulder blade.
Can I chuck my sword at his head?
Sure. Your sword still in its scabbard, since you sheath your blade after your ult.
Oh yeah.
You then just throw the scabbard. The scabbard just hits him in the head, and it rolls off the roof.
Can I stand up?
Yeah. You knock Ryder over.
Oh. Can I, As Reiner's falling, can I grab him from the back, spin him, and smack Ducky, hopefully knocking Ducky off the roof? I'm going to keep hold of Reiner, but I'm going to use him to smack.
No, okay. No, you miss.
How? He's right there!
Because he's a little bit away from you. Yeah, if you had thrown Reiner, you would have hit him, but it would not have gone well for Reiner.
Okay.
That would be funny.
Just straight through the conservatory.
Can I go for a second spin?
He slowly leans down, like, bleeding heavily. He begins to lose sight as he closes his eyes.
I'm going to run at him.
He goes to reach into his back. You start strangling him. The arrow snaps in his throat.
Oh.
All this blood spraying all over
the
you.
arrow and just pull it out and back in and back out again.
His Adam's apple's now exposed as you're stabbing. You can see like his wind pipes, and he reaches with his hand slowly as he's dying.
I don't notice. I'm too busy stabbing.
You hear bump bump.
I try and scramble and grab my short bow.
Bump bump. Bump bump. As you're stabbing him repeatedly, his eyes roll into the back of his head. All of you hear it, like the fighting kind of stops in your mind.
I want to tell, like, can I tell Reiner, like, deviant heart here or not?
Yeah, you can talk on your mobile phone.
Reiner, deviant heart in the city. It's either your guy or my guy. Can't kind of coin.
We killed your guy.
Look down to the left.
Well, when have we killed a guy and he's stayed dead a lot?
I'm gonna
of the time.
At this point, can I
reach into his chest and rip his heart out?
At this point of time, enemies like to reappear alive. So
Lula's just got a dagger ready online, dude. Like, come on, do it. You, Dravik, as you go, you somewhat feel stopped. His eyes roll into the back of his head as he falls backwards onto the roof, dead. And you hear, bump, bump. Do you want power?
No.
To me. Yes.
I can see your dreams. You wish to rule your island, do you not?
Can I shoot
The
with...
basilic's head will not
Can I shoot him?
I see your pain, your suffering.
Can they hear that?
Can I?
No, all they can hear is like garbled screams and like nails on a chalkboard.
Can I shoot
Ducky's
body with a siege bow?
I want to scream.
You need only wish it, and it will be so.
Fuck's sake.
Can I scream for Dravik?
You see that in Ducky's right hand is this black stone heart that's just started beating.
Can I scream Dravik?
Shoot it.
What do you wish for, Dravik, more than anything else?
To rule my island! I'm gonna take it.
Don't take it!
You hold this catalyst above your head, heart beating faster and faster as these black veins begin to fill your hands, connecting to Dravik.
Can I use my blood tokens?
I accept your sacrifice.
Can I use my blood tokens?
Everyone starts screaming in the town as like all these curse marks start to appear on them. Like they appear on their neck. Lulan and Reiner, yours don't for some reason because there's already one there. Miranda gets hit by it and she slides backwards. It is not
I try and save her, make sure she doesn't fall off the side of the roof.
Yeah, you catch her just in time. This isn't the eclipse. This is only a taste of the power you can receive by joining us, Dravik.
Can I grab Miranda's sword, run up, and try and slice the arm?
As you go, like you're running, it's in slow motion as you're running towards Dravik. You hear the call of the void. Listen closely. You will join us, and in our arms open, you will receive power tenfold that you could have ever received before. Look down upon the sacrifices you have made. A hearty choice. As all these people are like confused, some of them are holding their heads. All they can hear is like teeth chattering and scratching. Welcome, Angel.
Angel?
I'm sorry, no, welcome, Dravik.
Can I shoot?
You will be a leader in the free world. The law of causality is upon you. Welcome. Welcome all. As this you see that your arms are getting armored with this unique bladed molten steel as it slowly covers your snout. The steel itself gets scaled. Your eyes go red, and you feel the fury and pain and anguish you've never felt before. And you let out a wolf's howl to the air as the clouds flood over, rain pouring down on the streets, turning into sleet into snow. Everyone's starting to confuse, glass from windows shatters in your howl. Your pure rage as this beating heart fuses itself with you. You are a knight of the void. Enjoy the banquet. And as the sun is kind of blocked out just over Lazarus, creatures come from the dark. These demons pull themselves from the sewers. The dead are dragged down and chomped on by these hands as the streets begin to fill with this foggy blackness. Everyone is devoured, being pulled apart. You see Caitlin's arm be torn off as she's lifted by this giant scorpion demon. Its pincers crushing as it drinks her blood. Now, Lulan, you can act. Everyone around you is pushing and running in the streets. Two of these zombies run at you.
Can I see have I got a clear shot of his arm?
Do I have any hit points
He's
back
fully
for that?
transformed now.
You get triple your hit points.
Okay.
And all of them back.
Oh,
Do I have?
And then triple it.
Oh my god. Alright.
Do I have clear shot of his arm? Or not?
Yeah, kind of. People are rushing past you.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna head towards him.
Okay. You're pushing through people. You watch someone get running, and this weird tongue thing licks through the back of their head and rips their head off. Blood spraying all over you.
Do I see Caitlin anywhere, by the way? No, Caitlin went. She went.
Yeah, she's dead.
No. She went ages ago.
Yeah, I mean the whole city is being torn apart. I just said that in the distance you see her being crushed.
Can I start making my way towards the docks?
Yes.
No.
Across the rooftops.
Well, I'm literally on my way.
Stands before you, Dravik.
Reiner
I'm
does.
still doing stuff.
I know people are shoving you, Jess. You got to shove back.
I'm
dead
shoving back.
you.
I'm trying to punch them through the fucking face, just.
All right, now he's on the
Massive.
rooftop above you.
I want to get up. I want to get up.
Fight this, Dravik.
Can I use blood coffin?
I've just muted Max.
No, that was good. That was good.
You want to use blood coffin?
Yeah, on Dravik.
So you line up a clear shot. All these people are gathering around you. You're unmuted, Ryan. As you're slowly summoning, Ryan just shouting.
Slowly summoning.
Come on, because you've got to aim it, and people are shoving you. As you're gathering, your hand grasping around him. Ryan's come on, man.
If it fails, he's stunned, regardless.
Yeah,
That's what it says.
to Dravik, and Dravik just turns this serpent steel face, fog exiting where he's breathing. You see his tongue lash out. Dravik, all you see is meat in front of you.
Aw, for fuck's sake.
Can I again try and reach out to Dravik? Be like, Dravik, fight it. This isn't you.
I will.
I know you're there.
Backhand him off the roof.
As you go to backhand him, blood surrounds you and starts to suffocate you as it pulls you in towards a ball. All these spears, some are made of blood, start piercing the blood coffin.
Am I now allowed to?
Has it
get
been
up onto
6
the roof or
turns
not?
since I last did the ball?
No.
Oh yes, that's been 6 turns.
I'm gonna turn
what-
into a protective.
Wait. What? How many damage dice did I say is blood coffin?
Blood coffin is exactly 6 damage.
Well, 6 damage dice. Hold on.
Lulan wraps an enemy in blood before
Yeah,
piercing
6
them
damage
with
dice.
blood. Yeah.
You take 3 wounds, Dravik. Spears start digging into you.
I should have done something else. I should have done something else.
So, but you're now sealed in this for about a turn. Reiner, just before you, Dravik has been encased in blood. What is it you want to do?
Can I use observe?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing grab my sword and protect Miranda.
Good shout. As you turn around, these like harpy creatures are swarming her as she's like slicing away at them, stabbing them. Rhino, she calls. There's like an arrow hits her in like this weird thorny arrow hits her in the side. She wrenches it free as this like snake creature starts pulling itself up onto the roof, licking at her feet, stabbing at it. She's like being overwhelmed.
Well, I want to run over. Where is my sword? Can I see my sword?
Yeah, you got it back. You got it back.
Okay. I want to run over, obviously slice at the snake creature.
Yeah.
Pull it up by me.
You decapitate the snake creature's head, and this long body falls to the floor.
And then I want to try and move her higher up, on the roof type thing. What's shooting at her? Because
just weird. You like look over and you see these like weird goblin creatures. Like they're all torn and thorny, like drylings, just shooting little bow and arrows. They're kind of whizzing over you. They're not the best shots.
Okay, so I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm going to take damage before she does.
Nice. Okay. Fine. You're shielding her. You can use wind wall now. By the way, your cooldown's off.
I know.
Cool. That you're having like this range fight. Rhino, as you look out over the city, it's just all screams. People are like, children are pulled out of their rooms and just ripped apart and eaten. Every living thing, animals as well, are being just devoured by this onslaught of monsters. It looks like hell.
Can I walkie-talkie to Tress and be like, how do we kill a deviant's heart?
You just see as she's climbed up on the roof of you. I'm just gonna get a quick drink. So I have a little pause there for a second. That went a bit weird, didn't it?
Javik?
Spicy.
Gotta get my island back, guys.
I mean, I
didn't quite expect the harpies devouring the whole world, but you know.
You killed Caitlin.
No, I didn't technically kill Caitlin.
No. Javik killed Caitlin.
You know.
Anyway.
I think Dravik's killed everybody. I think Dravik might have killed Rhino and Jess at this point.
I shouldn't have used Blood Coffin. I should not have used Blood Coffin.
Why?
Because if I use blood arrows, so for every blood arrows it's 2 damage. So if I had the maximum 12, it would be 24 points of damage.
Okay.
But I just thought hit him because he was running away. Didn't think.
You guys should just let him
that's
get
fine because I've still got.
Just let him get out of here. He's no problem now.
No,
I think he's big problem now.
He's big
He
problem.
has one of the vital ingredients for what we
Also,
need.
Lulan's gonna try and grab his tail again.
Oh, well,
Try and like kick back
like
like
a bad
fucking.
Alex. Oh, you're talking to son. Alex.
Yeah.
Am I in this one at all? Alright. Peace, guys. Have a great night, everyone.
I did message you like 3 times, Charlie, by the way.
No worries.
See you, buddy.
Good night, guys.
Hey, Bob.
Right. How's everyone doing? Have a quick little breather.
Right.
It's getting a bit hot in here. Actually.
You can do a little meme update if you want.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
memes were class, I'm not gonna lie. That
So
angel one made
quick,
me
always so
troll.
quick. Oh my
Angel
god.
going to school. Meanwhile,
We're almost the chosen one. Oh dear.
right.
I
then.
am crying inside.
I mean, it's
So,
escalated a bit.
Okay, we have to ask, was this always planned?
No.
No.
I rolled for Ducky to use the catalyst.
Oh.
Out of canon, is there a way for Javik to survive or not?
No, Jarvis dead.
Javik can live and rule his homeworld.
So
He didn't
Yeah.
even agree to the terms, though, did he?
yes, he did.
Did he?
It said all these people will be for the slaughter, the
And
sacrifice.
he agreed.
So you
I did throw
Javik
a man, an innocent man, a moment ago in a battle.
Dravik can just leave. Now he's got what he wants, basically. But all these people will just be slaughtered, regardless of Dravik being there or not.
Well, thanks, Dravik.
Dravik.
But if you'd paid attention, you'd also see that I said it was only in Lazarus. Like
Still though.
Brandon's in Lazarus.
Does that?
We'll let you guys have a little think, and we'll go to Northsgard. But where we've left it
How
is...
can we leave it there? How?
How can we leave it there?
Where we've left it is on the rooftop. Reiner, Miranda, and Lulan are now standing opposite an encased Dravik.
When?
So, no, Lulan. But though not for encased for a certain amount of time.
I got a lot of hit points, guys. Just so you know.
Yeah, no.
I mean, 2 of our highest DPS are there, so if anyone can take him down.
Yeah.
I've already used my ult.
I went from 2 to 3.
I haven't.
God.
I've been waiting for this one.
Are you
Dravik
guys?
doesn't know
Right, this isn't the right music. This, hold on.
Far too
Wait.
chill, Alex. I don't feel
Yeah.
chill.
I feel so stressed.
Yeah, Lauren and I have just said, Chess, you get to go from that to now be interrogated about a brand new character for the next 20 minutes.
I did say to
20 minutes. We've
Adam.
been playing this bit for an hour.
Yeah. I did say to Adam, I bet it's gonna cut at like the worst moment, and then it's gonna cut into some like some chilled music, like nicely in the forest, while Lunan and Reiner are in like deep shit.
So, currently in Northsgard,
Yeah.
the inn is bustling. Elves, dwarves, men, everything is going great. Everyone's having a really good time. You see some fjord men who are like the peasant army, the levies. They're like, our first battle. This is your first battle. And they're like talking in the corner. We've got the elves with us. We've got the dwarves. We're going to be unstoppable. Here comes, this better be that king of the dwarves. As you squeeze into a nice little royal booth. Dravik, fuck. Rykar.
I am kind of in a booth right now, just for blood.
Yeah. And Freya, you're sitting next to Leaf, who's kind of like blushing awkwardly and looking away every so often. Dundorian Winters comes over with a massive tray full of flagons of ale. What did I call this place?
The Queen's.
No. Oh, it was the.
No, that's my pub.
The what?
She was saying that was.
What's this one called?
It's the King's Head.
No.
No, that's where it was.
The Dingleberry.
Call it the Lost and
Dingleberry.
Found. The Lost and Found is a better
The Lost and Found.
Yeah, that's good.
They serve an absolute ale, Rykar. Your Grace. Sorry, you don't mind if I call you Rykar now, do you, Lord?
Yeah, call me Rykar Winters.
I feel like when we're in an inn, all men are equal, and women, as he slides over a flagon to Freya.
Have you ever been arrested, Winters?
No, actually, one day in my youth, my father's guards did drag me back and lock me in my room for a good while. Basically, jail.
Yeah.
When you have to listen to that old man talk. Anything
It's weird, I don't actually know how old I am. Do I still count as being in my youth? Probably not.
You're as young as you think. That's what I've come to understand. Isn't that right? What was your name? To the Gwen, who's just sitting there, like at the foot of the bar.
My name's Gwen.
Half dwarf. You're a rare kind. Not often we see our races combined so well.
Yeah,
Now,
that was my dad.
Oh, I got a thing
of
for
a
the
whore.
small folk.
Bit of a whore.
Half and half.
Now, your Grace and Lady Freya, if you could stop blushing for a second and look towards me. Your father is still in discussion with Lord Tunridge. I believe we will be setting off on the morrow. He has 3,200 levies. It's a pretty stable army, as well as 600 more knights at his command. 900 of... Yes?
What? I have no clue. Hang on. Hello.
Well, war, darling, war. This is war talk now. Hold on 1 second. I've got a map on me somewhere. He like rummages in his bag and rolls it out. Now here, this is Northgard. He points. Walled settlement. You see, 800 men will remain as the garrison to defend the wall from south to north. 800 men is enough to hold. You don't have to agree with everything I'm saying. He looks over to Gwen. The wall will be garrisoned by 800 men. Tunridge refuses to pull any of them out for this battle, and I agree. Should we lose, we don't exactly want the city to be slaughtered now, do we?
Is that one you want us to agree on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gwen. You can agree with that moment. Now, Castian has brought 300 fine archers. I have brought 600 fine longbeards. Between us, we offer, obviously, 900 in support, plus the 600 knights that Tunridge is bringing, and 3,200 levies. Quite a sizable army. Rykar, what is our total number? Quick maths test there for you, mate.
Sorry, I was enjoying the ale. Can you say them again?
600 plus 3,200 plus 900.
4,700.
Lady Freya.
We got cheers, because we both said it at the same time.
Now, 300 were left already in a garrison known as the Fort along the dirt road leading to Marquette, also previously known as the Golden Road, until the swamp came. 900 of his knights have already rode out with the 2,000 Knights of the Silver Tree. They should be at the fort now, garrisoning it, ready for us to arrive with further men and supplies. The swamp isn't exactly the most ideal place to camp, so we'll be moving from the fort and trying to strike, marching through the day and night to get as close to Marquette as possible. Tunridge has no idea the amount of men that this necromancer lord has within Marquette. Only that the Knights of the Black Dogs, or the band of the Black Dogs, is with him, and they numbered 800 mercenaries last counted. However, there have been rumours that a large fleet of longships have left Reichland and headed this way. Now, they've not been spotted near Middengard, as far as I'm aware, or he's been told, so they must be landing somewhere. My bet is the Necromancer Lord has made some deal or traded some of Marquette, my apologies, Lady Freya, to this new king of Reichland. Now, I know nothing about him other than he's a greedy son of a bitch and meant to be 4 times the height of me. Some giant. Perhaps he's got giant blood in him. The Reichlands offer worship queer gods, who knows? Any questions, you two? 3. Sorry, Leaf. Leaf.
This is quite a sizable force we're bringing here.
This is the first battle of the war, I believe, Your Grace.
The first. Then it's important that as many of us survive as we can.
Agreed.
Have we got no mages?
Oh, there are mages. Yourself, my lady. Leaf, I believe, is a mage. He nods. In terms of human mages, well, we dwarfs can offer no magic, as far as I'm aware. My apologies, Your Grace. I believe you can. The human mages are. You'll have to ask Tunridge, but he will be bringing mages with him.
Okay.
Our biggest problem fighting necromancers is for every one of us that falls, his army grows by 1.
My point exactly, lad. Your Grace. My point exactly. We need to be twice as cautious, and so I believe, and this is what I said to Caspian and Tunridge, we need to hit them hard and hit them bloody fast. Strike straight for the head, take the head off the snake and the body will fall.
Our formations and our training will be key. The line must hold. If the line breaks, we're in fucking trouble.
And that's why I've said us dwarfs will be the vanguard. Us longbeards have fought cursed creatures before, goblins, orcs. Nothing will break our iron wall. Caspian has offered arrow support. Will be positioned directly in front of the elves. Leaf chimes in at this point. We'll do our best to keep them off you. However, this comes to the next part of the plan. He looks towards Freya. The curtain wall guarding Marketh, while it was damaged by the human invasion, it has been partially repaired. Apparently, Tunridge has some stealthy scouts, a halfling, who ventured further than anyone before and is, as far as we're aware, currently governing the fort, though he returned some maps. Tunridge and your father may wish to discuss this more in person, but, my lady, I just wanted to warn you. Your father wishes to sneak a small force into the city via the docks. He wishes you and King Rykar to lead it. However, the choice is obviously yours. Winters holds up a hand. Before you decide, my lady, let me just point out this map. He quickly draws on a little napkin. Half dwarf, can you fetch me a scroll quickly?
Yeah, I can do that.
Gwen scampers off, comes back. Thank you. He rolls it out. Now this is Marketh, and he draws a rectangle with, the back on the very end of the page. Beautiful city, formerly of white marble and lapis lazuli. It has, however, obviously fallen on dark times since the Dragonfire. The Deeping Wall, or its first layer, was broken and beyond repair. So it has been said that whoever occupies it has retreated into the second wall. Now, us alone getting through the first wall means we have to climb over rubble, go through burnt-out houses, and be somewhat exposed to archers from both behind and on rooftops. That's where Leaf and his men come in. Once the vanguard can reform before the second gate, we're then presented with a large oak repaired wooden gate, sorry. We'll need a ram and siege equipment. There's no point in siege towers because the first wall is in the way and we can't exactly get them through the wall. Ladders have been built by Tunridge's men, but ladders are brutal. And so I believe if we can harvest some wood, we may be able to build a ram. There is obviously dwarven black powder. However, my men have not brought cannons, and so we'll be relying on these human cannons. Though they are somewhat temperamental at best.
If only we could send for an orc that would help us with this.
Or I just blow it off.
Yeah.
My apologies, lady. I blow the door off its hinges.
Yeah.
Off its hinges. Right.
We only want to blow the bloody door off.
Leaf, when you said that, Leaf spits up some of his ale into his drink. Sounds like coughing in the background.
Breakai just looks at him a bit confused,
He's wiping tears from his eyes.
Has anyone seen this gate?
Yes, the halfling scout will be rendezvousing with at the fort.
So it's the first wall, second wall with gate.
So first wall is a dilapidated ruin. So it's basically a wall with loads of holes in it. The city within, the town within inside the wall is also dilapidated and broken. However, there are some rooftops still, and obviously places to hide men. The second wall is mostly intact and rebuilt, which has a giant gate and is a very tall wall.
Wait a minute.
Kind of think when you think of Marketh, Lauren, think Minas Tirith.
Okay, so ruin, actual wall with archers.
Yeah. The black dogs will no doubt be positioned there. Now, they are masters of black powder, using a blend of their own that even I had to admit I'm impressed with. They'll have mounted their cannons on there, and frankly, it's going to be a massacre with inside the first and second wall. However, we must get through that gate quickly and efficiently. And this is where your father's plan has come in. All throughout Marketh is the river. The river leads on the right-hand side of town, most northern point, all the way from the ocean, through the city, and out to the other side. Obviously, it goes underneath the walls, where there are multiple gatehouses. Your father wants us to, and frankly, this is going to be quite difficult, drag some longships with us to the river. Send a band of trained and efficient soldiers along the river, whilst we distract the main force and pull the main force towards the gate to defend it. We'll take some casualties here, but this seems like the safest bet. Once that once the secondary forces are within inside the walls, they can circle round, flank the second wall's garrison, claim the gatehouse, open it for us, and we can hopefully charge in and make up for the casualties and take advantage of the distraction.
Okay.
He
How does
takes
it
a
seem like?
hearty chug and slams an empty flagon down.
Who?
Winters.
Oh.
Leaf finishes his drink and slides it gracefully to the side before summoning more. My lady, King Rykar, I believe that what Dondorian is saying is true. This will be a bloodshed. Many will die, and of course, as Rykar suggested, when those that die, well, within that city they won't. They'll come back and we'll have to fight our own. That is, of course, if this Necromancer Lord is truly a Necromancer, and not just posing as one. Your father seems to believe him to be one of the most recent additions to the Swan Knights before his time. So we have on our hand a situation. There are two parties. The Distraction Force and the main army, and the Stealth Force. Which would you like to serve?
One certainly is my forte, where the other is not. I
Same.
will be in the battle line, I feel.
You wish to fight in the vanguard?
I wish to be the vanguard of the vanguard.
Oh, your grace, this will be horrifying, but I cannot disagree. It would bring courage to the men. And what of you, Lady Freya?
Well,
Leaf turns to you.
stealth is not really my forte, but I think one of us has to be on the others with the other. So I'll
Where
try
is
my
Angel
best.
Fernandez when you need him?
True.
Can Freya be like, drink?
I'll not forget that drinks arrive. I'll not forget the day I saw Angel try to save his loved one when he jumped on the gallows just before she was hung and somehow posed as a soldier there. We could do with some stealth and cunning right now. If the two of you are fighting in the main force, then I'll have no choice but to lead the stealth force.
So don't go to stealth.
Oh, well, you just said your stealth wasn't.
No,
your
it's stealth.
forte.
It's not my forte, but I think one of us has to go.
Very good.
If
Then,
one of us goes, it will tip the tide. I feel.
Freya, I will go with you in the. Everyone turns to look at Gwen. My apologies. Gwen, was it?
Yeah, hi. Don't know what I'm doing here. Two things I have to say. A, I will go with the Lady Elf because I don't know.
Ah, you're a fighter, Gwen. As Dondorian shoves another flagon of ale into her hands.
Gonna grab it.
Can Frey just lean over to Vulture and be like, do you think this is a good idea? Bringing her along with us? It was your idea.
Wait, what? bringing her here? Yeah, that makes
Also,
sense.
I don't.
The
I think
other-
it's. Sorry, could Frey go to Vulture and go, I don't think that's what she thinks. I think she thought you meant bring her with us, as in all along the way.
You don't tend to invite yourself into covert operations behind enemy lines.
Well, she's sitting here listening to the strategy, Vulture, so
She's
I'm
just
kind
like
of...
looking at you guys like as you're whispering.
I can hear you two. Also, the solution to your whole, like, you know, you don't want your teammates to, like, turn into zombies, and that's kind of a horrifying thought. Didn't realise that was a thing in our world. Would not... I mean, when one doesn't want a body, you burn the body to ashes. So would it not be safe to have sort of, like, a whole self-destructive thing per sort of, you know, what's the word? Section of the army, you know, like a little person who's like got some stuff, and like if that squadron is dying, sort of like blows up the squadron so the squadron doesn't turn into other zombies. That's kind of a horrifying thought. So maybe bombs, but that's kind of a weird thing to think about.
Right.
I don't like that.
Shut up, lass. Now, let's go back to planning. The half dwarf will go with you in the stealth.
Starts crying slightly.
But he just slides you a flag in the mail.
Sorry. As like Gwen starts to cry, can Frey just nudge Vulture and go like, do something.
I mean, yeah,
every
right.
able body will be needed, but it is the lass's choice to decide. She's picked to go with Freya. So,
your skills, turning to Gwen, your skills need to complement those of those going. What can you do?
I am very good at distracting people, and I can heal.
You can what?
I can heal.
I mean, so can all of us, in part. What do you mean by that?
Just I can cook really well, and I can sing and distract a lot of people to the point where they just get entranced by my voice. And I'm just, very good at giving, just making sure people survive and live and heal with things.
I mean, I imagine your reference for this died at the inn. So, do you have any evidence of these skills that you provide?
She's just like goes stone face as soon as you mention like her past colleagues who died. Just take my word for it.
Oh. Well, I'm not in charge of that party.
Well, a healer will be grand for the stealth team.
Wouldn't the healer make more sense for the guys who are actually going to be doing
because they're just going to...
No, because if the stealth team dies, we'll all be cut to ribbons by our own dead and the archers on the rooftops. Your father will be commanding the elves. Leaf will be accompanying you with a couple of his most hand-picked soldiers. I'll send a couple of longbeards as well, though not many, because you'll be on a boat. Rykar, you'll be with us.
Longbeards don't do well in stealth.
No, agreed, actually. They'll all come with us. But Tunridge's knights will accompany you, Lady Freya. And as far as I'm aware, Tunridge will be leading his levies in person. This will be a fight to remember. And he lifts up his flagon. Now, may I just say, to the dead and to the living. And he just downs this flagon.
To the dead and the living.
Is?
To the dead and the
Gwen
living.
kind of like takes a sip and then just like chucks it behind her.
Freya, I was hoping I could get a word.
I'm guessing that's Leaf.
Yes.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
You guys kind of like...
Before you two go, thanks for earlier, Leaf.
Of course, Rykar. Always happy to help. Keep an eye on that thing.
Yeah, and he's just going to have it on his lap.
Purring.
Pats it.
You guys, the bar is absolutely... Tavern is packed. Rain is coming down heavily outside, but he kind of gestures to go outside.
I'm gonna need my iPad for this, I think. Mm-hmm. Goes outside.
Gwen's gonna just look at the book and be like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. Gwen and Vulture will play a drinking game.
As you go outside, like the fresh air hits you, and you see that this the city's quite beautiful at night. Like all these lanterns are well lit. The cobblestone is kind of glimmering as the rain is pouring down. Thunderstorms are in the clouds, and a little bit of snow is coming from the mountains. But the city seems quite alive and packed. It's like people are spending time with their loved ones before marching north. Freya, with me a second. As you walk and you walk through the rain as he grabs hold of your hand and pulls you away
Alex,
from it.
I think we just might have to pre-warn Redux.
as he comes as he pulls you through crowded streets and to a side, and it's like, my lady, this may be Freya. This may be the last time we get to be alone, and I wish not to be forward in courting you in any way, but there is a chance that we may not be able to be together.
Wait. Before Leaf says that, could Freya just put her hand over his mouth? She's like, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that's not going to happen. We will see each other again.
No, you won't.
Shh, Max, don't ruin the moment. Oh yeah, but shush. That's just not going to happen.
I understand your hesitation. Lingard was...
Leave.
Sorry, Maidentown was one hell of a battle, and fighting alongside you, I can certainly see how talented and strong you are as he slowly raises his hand over your forearm and pushes your hair across from your ears. My lady. He goes in and kisses you. He goes in and kisses you. You're so beautiful in the rain. As he's kissing you, he slides open a door behind him, and there's like a barn with plenty of hay stacks.
I'm not ready. Can Freya just I'm blushing in real life. Alex, you're gonna have to give me a 10-minute warning before this happens again.
I'm sorry if I...
Freya just puts her hand on her chest and she's like, Leaf, you have no idea how I want to do this, but...
I'm sorry, it's not an inn or anything. All the rooms were booked and I didn't want your father to know, and I'm sorry, I must have made a mistake.
No, Leaf, no!
What is it, Freya?
No, where's the music gone?
What is it, Freya? He looks embarrassed as he pulls backwards from...
No, okay, Freya, pull him forward. Pull him forward. It's just Leaf, I don't want us to rush this just because a war is coming. I want this to be meaningful.
Of course. No, I 100% agree, Freya. I just fear dying and...
Yeah, Freya, just kiss him. Just kiss him while he's been talking.
Yeah, as you're kissing, he pulls away and holds you by your chin and looks at you deep in your eyes. Listen to me. I apologize for being forward. I just couldn't stand the thought of losing you and never having been with you. War makes monsters of us all. To know your body, to know your touch. My apologies. Come, the others will be wondering.
No. No. Oh God, I'm heating up. I need the window open. Can Freya just be Leaf, pulls him by his hand, and she's like, we don't need to go that far to be able to, be in each other's company. So Freya sits down and, long story short, can they just make out loads and not do it?
Let me hold you all night.
Yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, at the inn.
Fuck me, I need
Hello.
I'm just sending a meme.
I'm gonna need a minute before I put the camera back on.
Okay, meme done.
Oh, that's so true.
What's the drinking game?
Oh, why aren't
The
you on
drinking
camera?
game. We need a. Do you have a dice?
I do have a dice.
Not on me. Not on me.
Alex,
No.
can you roll for chess?
Yeah, what size dice do you want?
D20. D20.
Okay.
So this game
Okay.
is called What the Fuck Is Up With That?
Okay.
Okay. No.
And the person that rolls lower must answer the question truthfully, and the person that rolls
Ooh.
higher gets to ask the question.
Oh.
Any
Okay.
question you want. We'll do 2 rounds. Okay.
Alright.
Natural 2.
5.
Great.
You get to ask any question, but it must end with what the fuck's up with that.
So you're the king of the dwarves, and you're going to fight in a big battle that I have no idea what's going on. What the fuck is up with that?
That is a good question. In terms of the battle, there is a force at work that is inherently evil and is causing devastation wherever it comes. And we have been, myself and Freya among a big party, have been highlighted as people that can make a difference in this war. And we will do everything we can to do that. And that has culminated in us being here. And we know that we need to go north to progress on the path to stopping it. And in terms of being king, yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
I'm just gonna chug you and well, not cheers and chug.
Okay.
Next round.
Next round. We can include someone. We can include an NPC if you want. Like if Freya and Leaf want to come back, they can be involved.
No, they're making out in the background.
No, they've come back at this point now.
What? No!
No, they're making out all night. That's what Freya said.
Fine.
Yeah.
Do we just hear slurping?
We're doing everything but it. That's what we're doing. Everything but it.
Thanks for. You might want to change the age of this stream, Tom.
Yeah, 18
we
guys.
didn't say what everything is.
No.
What?
Giving each other cooties.
That could be patty cake.
Cuties.
17.
13.
Wait, what?
We're playing a game called What the Fuck's Up With That. Okay. Gwyn. Why do people trust you so quickly? What the fuck is up with that?
Ooh. Well, I don't know. I've not really done much to gain their trust. I'm just, as much as I'd like to give you a very much dark background, because I feel like that suits your whole vibe. I don't really have that much other than a, absentee father, mother who went into poverty, got sold into being a waitress at the pub, and then, went that, the standard sort of life for everyone in this world. So I just talk a lot, and if people don't like me, I just talk more, because they will just like me eventually. And if not, I just give them drinks and food, because the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. So
have you ever encountered someone that eventually doesn't like you?
No. I'm kind of like a parasite. Either
Winters arrives and slams more drinks on the table. Well,
you will like me eventually, and
I'm not sure you'll be talking this Necro Lord out of killing us all, but if you can, that'll save us some of the bloody dead.
You'd be surprised. I grow on people like a parasite or a fungus or a flower.
I've heard the Reichland is a fungi. They'll just...
Who?
The Reichland... Girl, have you even left Northgard?
No.
Aye, well... Shit.
Teach me.
Wild.
Reichland lives in the continent just north of here, before the Ban and Cold. They're a collection of hospitable shit islands, hostile islands, full of hard men. They say hard times breed hard men, and that's what the Reichlanders are. They're the gods are a kraken of the sea, and some bird they call the Great Reich, which is this long-beaked bird with human hands and human legs. It's very interesting design. Supposedly they feast on their dead in order to gain their knowledge. They're bloody hard warriors, from what I've been told. Which is interesting because the Black Dogs were called to fight them when they tried to falsely invade Midgard not too long ago. The Black Dogs obviously being known for their brutality.
She's gonna spit the name of the Black Dogs, like...
No, I burned one of their entire islands down to the ground using black gunpowder and ships. We're just lucky we ain't fighting anyone at sea. Midlands.
I don't like the sea that much.
No, Midlands fleet is not done well either.
I like Gwen.
Now, I'll be turning in. Tomorrow we got a long march ahead of us. I suggest you folks do the same.
Are you sleeping alone?
No. I'm a happily married man.
Boring.
Oh, Bolton.
Your Grace.
Boltram has a date, thank you.
Your Grace, as he nods towards you and waddles off.
You go, yeah, Bleaty.
That's not good.
Lauren, your face. No, only Bleaty.
There's Freya making out in a barn, and then
Freya, by the way, while you're making out, you're like, you guys are rolling in the hay, and it's all really cute, and then you look up, and Bleaty's just like this. Just nose to nose of you.
Freya's just like, what the hell, Bleaty? Leaf looks at his hair's all over the place with hay in it.
licks like your fringe up, so now it's stuck up. And then you Bleaty kind of sits and it's just panting
she's like, Bleaty, shush, go away.
Sliding him, and he's just sticking himself into the straw.
You do a cartoon thing where Frey just kicks him out the barn and it's just like. Ooh.
He just hops in through a window to watch more.
And then in the mobile stones, you'll get a call saying, Freya, we're in a bar and Bleaty's not here. I'm concerned.
Freya's just she's
why is he not with us?
And then Gwen's gonna be like, who are you speaking to?
Leaf is kissing Freya's neck and she's just like, Voltron, I'm busy.
So Voltron and Gwen, are you guys gonna leave the bar or drink all night?
No, well, Gwen, she's just been told that she's gonna either live or die, so she's just trying to find someone to live life with.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. Well, there's plenty of dwarfs. There's about 600 dwarfs there, and a bunch of humans. So.
Well, the king is free. You're gonna have
How long do you
much
think we drink for? How long do you think we drink for?
Say until 1. The inn closes at 1.
Yeah, probably quite drunk. I think Voltron would stumble out and be like...
Gwen didn't drink that much.
Yeah, when Voltron starts stumbling out, can Freya, with Leaf behind her, stumble out, but her hair is everywhere?
No,
what?
you don't.
Gwen's gonna try and hook up with someone.
Gwen, you successfully hook up with one of the knights.
Lovely.
As you, so Gwen, you go upstairs to the inn to share their room. Ultram, you stumble out knowing fully that the Lord Tunridge's manor is at the top of the Castle Motte Bailey, and so you'll see it, and it's up all these stairs. It's all well lit, and you're walking under these second story houses and bridges and stuff, and you just see Bleaty on a bunch of barrels looking for a window. His little tail going.
You right, boy?
He turns around and tries to scamper off, knocking all these barrels, causing all this ruckus as cats run, and he scampers away into the distance.
Bed's that way, friend. Bed's that way. And I think if there's some steps, a nice series of steps before getting to the house, I think Voltron would sit down, put the book on his lap, and then out of the bag that the book's in, he probably would also take the mask. and just probably sit there for an hour.
Oh.
And then put it away and walk on up to bed.
Now off to Middengard.
Oh, fair enough.
Angel,
this
you're
session's got a lot of emotions in it.
You ladies, yeah.
I mean, Lauren, you literally were there afterwards, like just drawing away.
Oh yeah,
scene
I'm drawing this scene. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm straight on it.
You guys like my gift there?
Okay.
The Winnie the Pooh one, Suave Pooh.
That's why I'm not even joking. That was me. The steamy anime girl. That's why I had to turn my camera off because I was like, I need a minute.
So, Angel, you're woken in the morning. Willow kind of passes you a flagon of water and some bread. Tink's got breakfast on. We'll be dining with some of the garrison, the Silver Tree lot left behind. He's got a couple of things he wants to show you.
Who's waking me up?
Willow.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Drink up. You'll need your strength. Tink's on it this morning. He's preparing a big old breakfast feast for it to welcome us home.
Alrighty. I'll get
You slept. You must have been exhausted. You slept through the storm last night.
It was
Rain and thunder. Yeah, I half expected to see you out there like Lightning McQueen. You should have seen him. He's running along the walls, almost dancing naked to the thunderstorm.
Yeah, he loves hanging out near trees in lightning storms. I keep telling him, but actually...
He's an interesting one, that's for certain. Though Tink seems rather fond, even though he doesn't want to admit it. Tomaway's downstairs, expecting a conversation with you.
Well, I've left her hanging for a long time, so... What's 5 more minutes? I'm gonna go...
She throws the flagon of water in your face.
Okay, alright. I'll get up.
As you go downstairs, you see Tink's like at this stove, flipping pans, whistling away. Aye, up and early, I'd like to see. I guess Willow was the right one to send. He like flips a pan in your direction, and like this bacon and sausage land on a plate near you.
See, this is why I missed being home.
Oh, aye, this is Tink's famous honeyed bacon and salted eggs, as he like sprinkles some salt over your eggs. Eat up, lad. You'll need your strength.
Are there any other robins about?
Just Willow. Remember, all the others are away.
All of them are away. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Miranda's in Lazarus, being torn apart. And will be torn apart during. I think this is so. The day you're currently on now. Wait, actually, shit. That's a good point.
Do you want to wait till that's over till we do this?
Wait. No. We took a gap because Chess couldn't make it, or Max couldn't make it. The storm isn't yet.
That was just me fucking around with lightning.
Yeah. So you're now the morning of Baltrim's arrest and the battle of Lazarus. You'll be needing your strength, lad. Tomway slides like a stool over. Angel, it's been quite some time. How fares your sword?
I'll unsheath it. Place it.
Craftsmanship's held up. I see you've killed with it already.
I managed to stab not uno, not dos, but tres in a kebab star. It was...
Well done.
outrageous.
Very impressive. You'll have heard from the king and Tink. We've been assigned to accompany you. They have need of my ship, it would seem.
And we are
Sakura.
eternally grateful.
The Sakura floats well, and she's fast. She'll get you where you need to be. Though I wish not to journey too far north and get stuck in any ice. The winter is coming, after all. And we're not an ice-dragging ship.
When do you want to leave? Today?
Yes, we should leave as soon as possible. With the snows coming in, it won't be long until we'll be having to walk home. I heard the sea begins to freeze. And they expect a cold winter this year.
How have you been anyway?
We have fared well. After helping build your sword, I journeyed back to the Sakura Islands and brought what's left of my clan here. There is no home left for us there after my sister. So we'll make peace with within the Silver Tree's walls for a while, and then I believe we'll sail towards the Jade Sea and try and remain there in a trade port or something like that. But for now, we will be aiding you and being paid handsomely by the king.
Well, no time like the present. Let's get ready. Get everyone.
Tink takes off this apron, which says "There's nowhere better than home." As he wipes his hand off of a towel and scampers over. Now, lad, you forget this every time you leave, but I've got your pack ready and prepared. Come with me. Some way, I'll send him down to the docks when we're done. And she nods and Willow kind of just throws her a goodbye as she leaves the tower.
Follow along with Tink.
Tink takes you outside in this little makeshift forge and rolls out this knapsack. Right, you got 5 smoke bombs. You remember how to use them? You light the fuse with this, and he passes you like a lighter, which is a flint and steel, basically.
Okay.
They go off in 3 seconds. Anyone with inside the smoke will not be able to see or be seen. You've got... You listening, lad?
Yes, I'm writing it down.
Because you're like gnawing on a sausage.
Smoke bombs, 5.
Good. You've also got 3 torches. Simple but sturdy. Now, I coated them in my own special oil. Keep these away from bloody fire until you're ready to use them, because once they're lit,
I'm like
it's not
flint and tinder.
Yeah, and he grabs it and puts it back in the thing. Once they're lit, then they go out unless they've been submerged in water.
Okay.
Right, you got 3 torches. You've got 5 bombs. Now,
Ooh.
I know because of your ability, you can be in and out of a place quickly. And so the fuse on these can be cut. You'll notice on the flint and steel, you've got a little knife. It's like a tiny little blade, almost like a cigar cutter. Now you can cut the fuse, but once it's cut, it can't go back. So it starts at 5 seconds, but if you want to cut the bomb down to 1 second, light it and get out of there with your lightning wizardry, you can.
I think you're a gorgeous dwarf. Have I ever told you that?
Thank you kindly. But there is one final thing here, and it rolls out the very end of the knapsack, and there's like a weird looking copper rod attached to like a lump of wood. I built this. We're using some of the magic we found here. I call this a finding rod. Name patent pending. As he passes it to you. Roll your lightning techno on the wall, and then try and summon some electricity from it.
Alright. I will do so.
Now hold the rod and hold it tight. The copper wire, the two copper sticks, the copper sticks point directly towards it. It finds magic, lad. What you have in your hand is one of the very first few. This will point you towards magic. The closer you get, the rods begin to cross until they can cross no further. And then you're at the source of the magic.
Rod?
No, it's 2 little rods sticking out of the twig. Like you're holding think about you're holding like a wooden gun, like a toy gun, and on the top of it is 2 copper rods. And when they get close to magic, they cross.
Okay.
But otherwise, they point.
Okay, when they cross, that means you're close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now hold on to that and follow me down these steps. You go back towards the amphitheater where which the Knights of the Steel Tree had dug up. And immediately the rods just go... And they're vibrating heavily to the point where your hand is shaking. You see that? There's something magic in that amphitheater. There's something magic here, either underneath it or through that bloody wall. I have no idea, but it's so powerful. It broke the last 16 prototypes before that one. So quickly move back. There's something here, lad. The inscriptions match the base of the kiln that I showed you. But the piece is missing. Now, if you find that elf prick, you bring him to heel and bring that piece there. I have a feeling that if we plug it back into this, attach it and put it, the kiln, or brazier, whatever you want to call it, dead here in the centre, we may find the source of that magic. And powerful weapons are needed in these trying times.
Sometimes I think maybe they've locked something in there for a reason, but I guess the fact...
Oh, I thought that as well a couple of times, but who knows?
The fact that he stole it makes me think he doesn't want us to open it. So...
Exactly.
Well, joke's on him now, we know it exists.
Exactly. Now, pack up, lad, and get down to the docks. He, throws you a towel and get rid of that.
Dry rations in case we have a horrible shipwreck.
Already on the ship, lad. You think I wouldn't send you with some salted pork? You'd be joking.
I do get very hungry. All right.
Now, listen, lad. You come home, all right? You're not there to fight. You're just there to scout. So don't get too cocky. Stay on Tomoe's ship. Listen to her command. She's the sailor, and then you come back. Put your feet back on land.
I will not promise that, but I will see you soon.
Very well, lad. Now, I've got some tinkering to do. I'll talk to you soon, as he turns around and heads back up to towards the his forge.
I'm going to hold the roll at Ting, see if anything happens.
There's no magic in Ting.
There should be. I'll get away.
As you head down towards the docks, you look back over the rebuilt wall of the Silver Tree surrounding your little Robin Tower and their little fort, and you see Willow with her cloak over her, kind of waving with her one arm goodbye. As you walk past a little stool, bucket, and sign that says Tink's Fishing Spot. You walk by it, and there's the red longship vessel of Tomoe's, and all her crew are in this blue samurai styled armor as they're throwing on supplies.
One last thing. I better go talk to those elves that I brought here.
Oh yeah, that counts. Yeah, you probably should quickly talk to them.
Yeah, I'll go over to them. I'll tell them where I'm going, and I'll offer them the choice of either coming with to show unity between all our people, that they can come along, or if they just want to come and protect, or if they want to head back, then now's a good time.
We'll be heading back, Angel Fernandez, but it was a pleasure riding with you.
Likewise.
They offer out their hand and they'll shake hands on it. It was an honor to ride alongside a champion of Ansia.
It was rare that we didn't fight, but gosh, I'm having such a peaceful, relaxing time right now. It's just...
Exactly. Almost nothing can happen.
And nothing will.
And look at the sky. Such a beautiful day.
Clear. If I had to guess, things are gonna be alright.
I agree. And we'll end it there for today. Just before Angel sails off.
Rhino dies.
All right, well, a lot covered.
That was a massive episode.
Whoa.
That was only
a lot covered.
2 hours.
Have we all noticed that Lauren hasn't come back?
She has on mine.
Yeah, you got to click on Discord.
Yeah, she's back.
Oh, she is.
Crazy.
She's been back for ages, yeah.
She's
She's just been drawing.
Just being completely zoned out, yeah.
She's been busy.
What's your highlights, guys?
Well, we all know what my highlight was, so...
I like that Gwen was dead set on getting with someone that night. I thought that was
I will get with someone. She walks off into the crowd.
boring. Walks away. That was fun. Obviously, the whole killing everyone thing is a bit awkward.
I did love the whole Dravik thing.
I mean, I didn't quite expect it to be that bad. But it's kind of a bit too late.
You should always expect it to be that bad.
It's such a mind fuck here. Because now I'm trying to like. So what's happened is activating the catalyst is brought forward, basically granting Dravik his wish of being strong enough to rule his people. But in turn, Chaos asks for like the price paid in blood, basically. And what's summoned is like a not as you might have heard, although you may have to go back. And I'm not sure I want to spoil it for you guys, or I'd not spoil it, but give you guys any tips because I said I was going to start being more brutal and stop hand holding you guys.
You've been hand holding us?
Yeah, this entire time.
Don't let go.
No.
is they were like, we can't. You won't be a king, basically. You're not a fourth king. Sorry. There won't be an eclipse, but we'll accept your tome of blood. And then all those demons came from like the shadows, basically, anywhere dark, and they summoned like a little fog storm over you.
Is that essentially what happened in Marketh?
No, what happened in Marketh was. Wait, do you mean what destroyed the city?
Mm.
No, that was a war between humans and elves.
Okay, cool.
Because there is no. Well, I guess maybe the third king could be Malekith or someone. You never know, but.
I mean, it could always be Dravik.
No, third king's
Who
happened.
king of the Summer Isles?
So yeah.
Well,
very
it's
interesting now.
annoying that we got to cut out your heart now
Yeah.
because it's one of the fundamental ingredients for what we need.
No, it's now broken. You can't use that one.
It's now broken. Well,
Great.
balls.
We've just got to kill you to save my bitch, and then we'll be gone.
You could just let him go. He's got what he needs, and you can't use it anymore. So
Yeah, but if we don't kill you, then everybody there dies.
I think they just all need
And
to
your people
run
die.
away. No, not my people.
Well, you'll go there, and if anyone doesn't succumb to the rule of Dravik, they die.
They will. That's
Die if they don't succumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting because it's now gonna be PvP. Steroided out Dravik versus Lula and Reiner and Miranda as the city burns around them and demons.
Oh, wait, that means that Alex is going to be on the good side for once.
No, I'm gonna be playing the demons that are helping Dravik.
I thought you might be playing Miranda.
Oh, I will be playing Miranda as well.
Alex
yeah.
also plays the good guys. He plays
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah.
I know, but I thought Dravik would be the main. Pretty
Alex
much
is
the
marginal.
baddie.
But
Yeah.
Alex
And
wants
Alex
us
would be
to
a
win.
good guy.
Alex wants the good side to win.
You know,
Alex does not want the good side to
so
win.
I've designed.
Alex wants the most chaos he can get.
I've designed multiple endings, which at the gym today I was planning even more because I was like, they keep throwing curveballs. So like it's going to be interesting to see what ending you go with because you guys have fucked up a lot recently, like a lot. I dropped so many hints when Angel was talking to Henry, being like, "Oh, we could ride south and aid Lazarus," and Angel was like, "No, I'm sure they're fine."
Angel looks at a sunny sky and goes, "Yeah, I bet the world is okay right now."
So I originally
was
had
at
it
that
written.
point.
I literally originally had it written that Angel and Willow would probably go they'd bump into Henry and send Henry with the Midgard Knights led by Alexander to Lazarus. And then how I imagined it is they would arrive at the peak pinnacle moment, and it would be Lionbeard who would pick up the stone, or the Heartstone off Ducky, who had basically been beaten to a pulp by Dravik, or they'd like both beaten each other. And I even had a moment where, and Ducky has a move called Wait, 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 where he's like, wait. And Dravik, being someone of honor, would have done it, and then he would have just thrown dust with soot in Dravik's eyes. So I imagine those two were going to fight to like a standstill, and Richard would then use the Stone Heart and transform, and you'd all have to team up to kill him, with Henry aiding you guys by like having a key moment of support. And I originally had Ducky probably dying to Henry's squad, and that has just not happened.
I was a little bit
whatsoever.
shocked at how
Lionbeard was
easy
so
Lionheart died.
Yeah, I mean you guys rolled perfectly there. Like I had more plans, but
crippled his leg so great.
yeah, the fact that Lulan terrored like something like that. Lulan terrored like his most of his guards and then killed the other three. He was completely exposed from the rooftop that you and Miranda had fought at. So you just had clear shots, like absolutely nothing in between you. And they were so focused on stopping Lulan that you just it was impossible to miss. So you got a massive crit dice for that, and I just couldn't deny that he would die there.
I mean, it was pretty epic death, to be fair.
Yeah,
that was really good teamwork. To be fair,
yeah, without even planning,
it was quite good teamwork.
Yeah,
no, me and Chess plan. No.
So yeah, and obviously we started with the book almost opening as well. I forgot about that.
Oh,
there was a lot.
Alex, I've been so stressed all week.
So stressed.
And then it just started, and that music changed, and I went, "Oh fuck!"
I absolutely love this fucking song. This song sums up you guys being idiots so well.
Oh god!
I was very juxtaposed wherever you say it when Leaf ran in and like they were fighting and that music was still playing, and I was like, "Is the book closed?"
Please tell me the book is closed. To think, so Angels just caught up to that day. So to think that on that day, the book almost opened in the morning.
Well, it did open.
Yeah, it did open, and almost death came from it in the morning. And then meanwhile, on the other side of Midland, in Lazarus, you guys were just meeting Lionbeard and Ducky in the centre of town.
You know, if the Chaos Heart is broken, you guys can thank me because like that's going to extend our D&D sessions because we have to play longer to find.
But also, we now have to kill Jack.
No, we now have a second arc. If we need to do like emergency sessions afterwards, we can go and hunt for Dravek. If he survives,
he's going to get away. He'll be alright.
I mean, it's fine because Chess has got a second character and I've got a second character in the works. It'll be fine.
No more second character. Please, everyone, stop making second characters. They're a nightmare.
I might have to have a second character, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, if you die, that's fine. But they're a nightmare to write into the story and impossibly hard to control.
only like now only 2 player characters in Lazarus is really fucking bad. Because it would take all of us to take Dravek down realistically.
Well, he hasn't got any of his cooldowns ready at the moment.
Oh no, they're all reset.
I don't have any.
Everything's reset, and I'll give you some more abilities that come with the power. This is also a huge point that if you guys remember your fight with Anarian when he not in the dream, when you were on the mountainside. When you were trying to hit him and some of your blades were just bouncing off him because of his weird adapting armor. That's bad.
I also
covered all over Dravik.
I also have this feeling that Neosis is going to be popping up soon because like the last 2 sessions you've mentioned in it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
What was your favourite, Alex?
What was my favourite? I was quite impressed at how quickly it went south. Also, Voltron being bagged and tagged was fucking stuck to the stealth wall.
Doesn't help. Damn.
Nothing.
I was so confused what was happening at the start of the session, by the way.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Are you guys still in the watch scale? Because this is how I pictured Dravik's transformation.
It's actually a video.
It is, yeah.
You watching?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking watch later.
They always do that.
There it is. That's what he looks like right now.
Good. Some gym inspiration.
Like that. Oh, not the best video to show it now.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, great.
I mean, next hunt session's going to be fun, isn't it? Plan a new character for that.
When should we do next session?
So a week.
What, like?
Feels too long.
Yeah.
We can decide that in chat, but I am dying for the toilet. So.
Alrighty.
Well played, everyone.
You too, Alex.
Well done, Lauren, on making it to the end.
So I'm actually sweating. I'm gonna have to step outside for a second. I was not.
But,
I think you might need to give me like
It's getting late tonight.
like a some sort of signal 2 maybe 5 minutes before it happens, so I kind of know what's happening because Spear at the moment.
by the way,
that?
if you said to I'll just end on this note, but if you said to Leaf like, oh no, well let's just go back to the inn, Leaf was going to be like, okay, well I just need 5 minutes to sit down, and then you look down.
No, they definitely wouldn't have gone back to the end. Hence why they.
Do you like the music change, Adam? I saw you like explode. Suddenly it's like just.
Bro, it's just not gonna go it like that though, especially just.
Oh, I'm sorry that Alex thought you were a slut.
No.
Yeah, she's not a slut. She's not
It's
Angel.
not Gwen. God.
Yeah, I think Angel's Gwen's the new Angel.
Right, so yeah, we'll leave it on that one, guys. But GG.
Right.
And we'll organise the next one soon.
Yeah. Also,
Bye,
don't be surprised if in the next
Bye.
2 days I'll
Some
just
steamy
post
ones, yeah.
some really steamy ones.
That's fun.
I know on Discord you can do a not safe for work filter.
Oh,
and you have to
fuck's
like
sake.
double tap it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
See ya.
Talk to you in a bit, Alex.
Right,
Yeah,
bye,
Tom, you
guys.
might have to start putting
Bye.
a warning on the.
Yeah, I'll do that. And
Yeah. Might be good. You're like 18 plus.
I mean, the way Alex describes death as well, it probably
Yeah,
deserved
it really
it from
is.
the
Probably
start.
that. Yeah.
yeah, his
Yeah.
throat gets ripped out, his head falls apart, and blah blah.
All right. I'm off, guys. Night.
No,
Yeah, I'm
Lauren.
gonna shoot too.
I was gonna
Bye,
head off.
Everyone.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.